The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Jewellery Maker Studio, Ivy House, Henley Road, Studley, B80 7DU, and make sure you don't forget your customer number. Get making and good luck. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
If you have a question or a query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2, or alternatively you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates through items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from Jewellery Maker. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Hello, 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 and welcome to the Late Show here on Jewellery Maker. Lovely to have your company. I'm Vicki and I'm going to be with you through till 10 o'clock this evening. And I'm joined by the gorgeous Katie, who's also going to join us and inspire us. And we are talking amber.
Yeah, amber. Love it.
Not just any kind of amber, though. So within this evening's show, as you know, we've had 24 hours now of live show amber. That's a lot of items. That's a lot of opportunities. So we kind of acknowledge the fact after 24 hours of luxury amber, the last 4 hours needs to be something with a twist. Well, there is a twist because our amazing team have given us the chance to the next 4 hours to go end of line, last of stock amber. That essentially means some of the most popular items, some of the most sought after of the amber items that you've seen over the last few months. We have the very last of stock. We've got the end of line showcase. 4 hours, literally almost like the triumph of the last 2 days, coming into fruition in this evening's show. We've got some real Brahmas, I mean some absolute treats and a half to be able to bring you. Quantities though are all restricted. Everything is end of line. Everything we're talking about, we're talking single quantity figures, heading up as probably the max is going to be about 20 in quantity. Give or take the kits, that's the kind of deals that we've got coming your way. The kits are brilliant today because they're embracing amber, but they're giving us a twist on the themes that we've seen so far through the last 2 days. So something totally different going on in this evening's show. It is end of line. It is the very last chance to get hold of some of our most popular amber pieces. We're literally selecting the very best and then giving you the very best of the pricing. We're guaranteeing that the chances are is all of these items you won't see again. All of these deals you won't see again. So when you see it and you want it, you've just got to go for it. This is absolutely last of stock, so it is first come, first served. And there's something special about amber, isn't there?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it is a time capsule, isn't it? It's like when you sat on the train and you sort of glimpse into people's lives just for that little split second. This is captured for you to have for the rest of your life in that little bit of amber.
And when you're working with it, I find like as jewellery making, it's actually really an inspiring gemstone. Yeah. I often say, when people say, what gemstone would you start with? My instinct often goes to, I'd always play with amber instantly, because I think amber for me is instantly creative. Yeah. It's a gemstone that you don't need to do a lot. I mean, I'm wearing a pair of earrings from the deal of the day. It is literally a pair of drop earrings with one single stone with a simple design. But actually, for me, they work so well. This is a gemstone that works already for you, no matter whether you go for the complicated design or whether you're going for the simplistic. There really is something about amber that gives it the wow factor in any showcase piece. And we're starting with a showcase offer. These are all end of line. I'm going to keep on reminding you these are end of line. And the reason I'm going to keep on reminding you is because quite simply what that means is it's first come, first served. This evening is about find it, want it, go for it, but don't expect to see it again. Certainly don't anticipate seeing many of these deals, and especially when, you know, the first few pieces, we are talking about last of stock, probably some of our most popular pieces, and we're talking about last of stock opportunities. We're starting, as we mean to go on, with one of our big treats of the evening, and I am talking big in size. I'm talking about status of size as well. Look at that for our focal point. Yep, we're talking here 30 by 21 solitaire. And then just to give perspective on what 30 by 1 is in terms of 30 by 21 in terms of the gem industry, I would suggest it's probably what you'd expect more quartz to be. You know, one of your larger crystal forms to be. You certainly don't expect to see amber, not these days. Not when we know where this gemstone is sourced from, and especially knowing that it's been sourced in this location for quite a period of time, so therefore the availability in size gemstones, you know, still the quality is available, but size-wise, it's not as easy. Normally, these kind of sizes, these are actually probably more coming from people's personal collections as they're selling them to the trade, you know, holding on to them for years and years and then releasing them into the trade, you know, to maximise on the money. You know, these big pieces really are holding a luxury of opportunity here. And we've got the luxury of size, we've got the luxury of opportunity. Now, when this first launched, we guaranteed a price tag of $21.95. However, that's not your end-of-line price tag. You can already see that we're down at $19.95, but that's not where we're stopping. End of line. Could be the very last chance you see this piece for $14.95. And this is the kind of piece where you could create a brooch, you could create impact jewellery with instant revelations, couldn't you?
Without a shadow of a doubt. I mean, I was looking at that and I thought you could definitely get rid of the loop on the top and turn that into a really statement ring. I think, you know, you could just file that off and keep that, polish it up a little bit again, and then you could have that as a real statement piece of jewellery. That is just stunning. It's such a versatile piece as well.
And because you've got that eternity link around, that framework, it really gives that level of kudos to the gemstone, doesn't it? It almost nurtures the beauty of the gemstone, like a gilt frame. As you look in a mirror, you know, the gilt frame is the beauty that surrounds the mirror, and I think you've got that quality of design in this piece. $14.95 is all you pay, less than £15. First come, first served on everything that we're offering this evening. You see it, you want it, last of stock, end of line opportunity. Perhaps you're thinking about this because it does have because it does have the top link. You might actually be looking at it for the neckline, keeping it simple, adding a chain. And I think the nice thing about this for me is that because of the size of it, it's going to look amazing to the centre of the neckline. It looks beautiful on the décolletage, but actually I'd actually have 2 different lengths of chain. I'd wear one 18-inch, which means it would sit right to the centre. But then, you know, on a different outfit, I'd put it on a 30-inch chain, and I'd sit it almost medallion-esque, you know, sitting it to the centre. And the freedom of size then gives you freedom of wearability. And for $14.95, this is end of line, last to stock opportunity. Congratulations to all who have already confirmed. Now, there are obviously going to be queues on the lines this evening. There are going to be significant moments where you find yourself just holding on those lines, but that's a free phone number that you're dialing. If you get through to us, you're getting through to an amazing call centre, but it's costing you just an investment of time, not an investment of money. Free phone number that you're dialing to get through to us. Or, of course, if you have the preference, you can join us at JewelleryMaker.com. OK, straight on we move, and we're ploughing through these deals. These are all very limited in stock. Oh, I like this shape. Really, really love this shape. You've got here that luscious, sweeping silverwork surrounding this open gemstone of quality. What I like about this piece is that instead of it being boxed in with the silverwork, it's got that open side profile. And the reason that that's so important to this gemstone is because it's transparent. And you get to see that with the transparency, you get to see even more of that internal texturing, that historical reference that sits inside this gemstone is absolutely individual to the gemstone. So the more exposure to light that the stone has, the more you'll see that permutation of individuality that will guarantee the luxury of this piece on the wrist, whether it's going to go on the neckline, whether you're going to create a pair of earrings by getting a set. You've got the luxury of this look, and it is luxury, most certainly luxury, but it is luxury with an end-of-line theme. We are giving you a last-to-stock opportunity. Another good size as well, 22 by 15, isn't it?
Yeah, it's absolutely stunning. And I just love, the, like you say, the free work of the silverware around the base of it. It just kind of accentuates the inside of the gemstone itself with all of those beautiful sort of flecks. It kind of just emulates that. It's absolutely exquisite.
So you've got the loop at the top, but you've also got, you've got the wrapping of the silverwork at the bottom. If you did wanted to use it as a connector, not just a pendant, can you see how you've got that open silverwork? If I just drop it forward, you could actually thread inside the silverwork if you wanted to play with the design to make it double-ended. So there's a very versatile piece with an openness to the quality of the gemstone itself. We're already at $12.95 with its rock bottom low, but we're going even lower. End of line showcase, $8.95. Everything we've got, some of our most popular pieces that we're offering you here, which are now down to the final chances, the last to stock, but we are giving you the chance to get the final offers, the final moments of availability. And the one thing we have to identify is as the opportunities that we're bringing you here to these pendants and connectors and findings. They are going to keep on evolving. So this piece you may never see again. The opportunity of this you'll never see again, because we don't like to really reproduce. We like to give you evolution of design. And working with the likes of Marius and his team, Marius is, we've worked with, gosh, for over 4 or 5 years. I've known Marius for longer than that, worked with him for a number of years. And Marius and his company, his company is all about the passion for the gemstone. And I think what you'll find with every one of these connectors and pendants that they design in Gdansk itself. So where you're sourcing this gemstone from, which is in the bay of Gdansk, if you go into Gdansk as a buyer, you're essentially going to the capital of amber, the one location, because it's a heritagely steeped location to sourcing this gemstone. And that means, you know, the passion is already there. It doesn't have to be instilled, because it's a generational passion for this gemstone. And that reflects in the designs that you're seeing here. That reflects in you know, the passion that is put here. £8.95. So far, everybody's bought two to the minimum. And I think perhaps that's because you're thinking that these is a pair of earrings. Maybe that's what you're looking at. I mean, I wouldn't blame you, because I do think that the shape of those, it's got that fluted formation. It gives you that elongation against the ear. Can work very nicely. £8.95. Congratulations. Still on those lines. As I say, everything that you're seeing, you may never see again. And especially because of Marius's team always wanting to inspire your designs, always wanting to give you their individuality and creativity to each pendant and each connector that they're designing. Hand designed, principally. You know, most of the time when I've spoken with Marius, he often talks about the design team as artists, not just as designing gemstone jewellery, but actually artists to the gemstone. And I think that that's, you really see that, you really do see that reflected reflected in each one of these different variants of connectors and pendants. We are fast and furious flipping through these deals. We're going to, oh, hang on. Let me find it. Oh, really? Have I picked up the right piece if you're talking about that price tag? Let me show you the piece that before I tell you the deal's big. Bex, have I picked up the right piece? Let me profile it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I tell you what, if this is actually going to the price that Bex is talking about, right, this is going to be probably one of the best prices that I think we've done for a very long time. In fact, I don't know, it is end of line, so it is first come, first served. Let's not forget that. Last of stock offerings, final opportunities, but because it's final opportunity, we can also break the boundaries of pricing. I do think we're breaking every boundary. If we're going under £10 on this opportunity, under 10, and when I say under 10, you look at the size, you look at the quality of design, you go, oh, that's £9.95 then, isn't it? No, it's not. Oh no, how about that for an added to your order opportunity? If you've already bought from us today, you can add as many times as you like. It's a single P&P that you pay, so your post and packaging of £3.95, you pay once for the whole day. Then you can max out on that. You could buy as many as you like. You could buy 10 of these, you could buy 20 of something else. You could buy something that's really big, something that's really small, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter on us at all. All we say is until midnight tonight, you can add as many times as you like, and you will still only pay one postage and packaging. Can't say fairer than that on deals like this one. Add it to your order for £8.95. What's lovely about the quality of the cognac amber is it has got that textbook flavour about it. It has got that runny honey richness that you'll often talk about in the gem trade as the elite of colourways for this gemstone. Yeah. And of course, we all love the differentials that you get from the lemon tones, which we've got coming up, and the green tones, but actually I guess traditionally most of us would suggest this is your classic amber colour. But that's the nice thing about it is you've got the classic qualities, you've got the luxury of something that we know has been very well received in the past, but we've taken you to rock bottom end of line pricing. £8.95 is RDP, and it is a go on those lines today. If you want to join us on the phone lines, dial early. If you want to join us on the web, check out your basket so you don't miss out on that deal. Let's go. I love this design. I love this design. And the thing is that part of me wants to tip it that way so it looks like a corkscrew. And actually what it's designed at is that because you've got the hole at the top is that it's dropping. But the one thing about jewellery making is that really there's no right and there's no wrong, is there? No,
there's a rule book and you can rip it up and just go with the flow.
Yeah.
You know, it's what it's all about, being creative and experimenting with things. You know, it's just absolutely amazing. I mean, I love the fact that you can be creative and you can put your own, even though this has been designed and on the YouTube channel there, Carol and some of the team went out to Poland actually.
That's right.
And they there's a video on YouTube if you go and have a look. They've got videos of how they actually come up with the designs and how they create the designs with the silver and wax, and it's really, really informative. But even though they've put their stamp on it, you can then take it home and make it yours. It's the same as all of our designs that we do here, all of the guest designers, the in-house designers, everybody. We show you this, but then you take that inspiration, I suppose, and then put your stamp and your style to it, and I love that fact about jewellery making. I think the nice part about pieces like this is that you can almost instantly see some chances of making this yours by individualising it, because you've got the open corkscrew of the silver, because you've got the open setting at the base. You could almost see how you're going to be able to weave and play with good texture. Perhaps, you know, the rice pearls that you're going to play with inside that little like corkscrew. Perhaps actually instead of wearing it top to bottom, you actually end up wearing it bottom to top. So you could create texture to here, and maybe that could then be a tassel, and this could be the top of the piece, because you can see how you've got the opening of the silver, so that's going to accommodate threads and cords and jumpering. So you've got so much potential here. I mean, this for me, this is jewellery making heaven, because you've already got a quality item, but then you're going to extend that, you're going to deliver something more to it, personalise it, give it texture.
and you've got this luxury end-of-line opportunity. Tell you what, this one's not going to hang around. This is going to be a first come, first serve. I can imagine these in a gorgeous pair of earrings.
Yeah.
I had a sudden thought there, just as I looked at the shape, I suddenly went, all you need, shepherd hook, just at the top there, and just drop them in.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm wearing a pair of earrings from the deal of the day, but if I just give you almost a replacement for that look.
Yeah, they're really nice.
I mean, they're almost made, aren't they, ready to go in a pair of earrings. But my head would say, okay, I'm going to buy 3. I'm going to make the pair of earrings classic, add the shepherd hook, job's done, and then I'm going to add an embellishment, a detail, a personal touch to the neckline to make the suite of jewellery really stand out.
Yeah.
And that's, for me, that's what JewelleryMaker can do. It can really give you freedom and liberty, but it can also give you everything you want. Now, this price tag, I'm going to say this has never been seen before. This is a brand new opportunity, and it is going to be first time and last time. $10.95. It's end of line here at JM. We've done 24 hours of amber. So the last 4 hours now, to take us to 28 hours, the last 4 hours, they're going to be all the biggest and the bestest deals and all last of stock offerings. So some of the most popular pieces now at end of line and now going to rock bottom prices that really do showcase just why we love this gemstone so much. Sat into solid sterling silver that you have this corkscrew design, and you've got that elegance of an elongation that can go gorgeous on the ear but match that to the neckline and really add something special within your jewellery wearability. And I think that's the thing about amber, it's so wearable, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you're saying about having them as earrings, and I love that, and the necklace, perfect. But for me personally, I think I would then turn that up on itself and use it for wedding. So you could make a circlet, a nice Celtic style circlet, and have that just as the centerpiece.
Lovely.
So
I'll take that.
perfect, yeah.
I think that's the nice thing, is just that we all have different thoughts and different inspirations, and also it comes from different parts of the journey that you're on in jewellery making. I'm a very basic jewellery maker, but I like that. You know, I've worked here at JM from pretty much day dot, so what, 7-8 years, but actually in reality, my jewellery making, I feel very comfortable with just keeping things simple, keeping things very classic. Whereas obviously Katie's joined it, and Katie, actually you started watching JewelleryMaker, and now you're one of our guest designers, but your journey is so much more advanced that actually your designs are going to be perhaps a little bit more elaborate. Neither right nor wrong.
No.
We're just going to both take the same item and just make something that we want to wear or we want to gift. So it is literally an open-ended story that you could create with the jewellery that you an open-ended story. You know what that reminds me of? Can you remember those books that you used to read? And when you used to get to a certain point in the story, and it used to say, if you think they did this, go to page something.
Yes,
if you think they did that, then go to page something else. I used to love those books. But it was an open-ended story. It kind of, it was your journey. You chose you chose what was right for you at that moment. And maybe you would read the book 3 or 4 times and you choose different journeys. And that's the same with these, isn't it? You could have 5 or 6 different items, but take yourself on different journeys, just in your own creative moment. Right, let's go to this sumptuous piece just here. And look at that solid, look how thick that silver is. I mean, this is the thing. For Marius's team, they really are giving you the indulgence of quality. Really, really giving that sumptuousness to the design. You can see that, look at how thick that silver is. It could have been half the thick and half the weight. And you know what, we could have got away with it. We really would have got away with it. But we don't need to get away with anything, you know, especially working alongside Marius. And Marius is, I guess in some ways, he is the epitome of passion for this top-grade gemstone. If you ever have met Marius, and if you haven't, you know, watch our channel and you'll maybe meet him. You know, sometimes comes into the studio, and I've interviewed him a number of times in different ways. And I have to say, every time I meet Marius, I get more excited because it's a real personal passion that he has. And I think that that's very much for us as jewellery makers. That's what we want, isn't it? That personal passion reflected in our jewellery. And you've got that quality. So yes, we could have got away with giving you less silver or less of the detail of the design. No, not what it's about. We're about quality, we're about luxury, about passion. And actually the passion is reflected in these deals right now. This is end of line showcase, 4 hours of last of stock. 4 hours where we're on the precipice. We are there. We're on the edge. We're alongside Lady Gaga. We are there. We're on the edge. The edge. Come on, all together. The edge. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm on the edge of something. I don't think it's the end of JewelleryMaker though. Literally, I was on the edge. Literally, everyone. It was essentially silence as I said that. As I started singing, I suddenly thought, "Come on, everyone!" Tumbleweed. Maybe not then. Not everyone. £10.95 is all you pay for this fantastic luxury, and we are really genuinely end of lining these deals. We are last of stock. We're our final quantity offerings, and when you see it and you want it, an incredible opportunity. Yours for the taking, £10.95 for this sumptuous detail. I really do think, you know, you keep these things simple and you know that because of the quality of the design that it's going to look amazing, but you embellish and you add more detail, it's going to look even more spectacular. You've got freedom to design and style for all your JewelleryMaker needs. Don't forget, you can join us at JewelleryMaker.com if you need additional findings to make earrings, you want shepherd hooks, or perhaps you want some jump rings, perhaps you need some wire or thread. Good news is you can go to JewelleryMaker.com, and we really are choosing to be your one-stop shop. And by doing the website full of those additional ingredients to make your jewellery, then hopefully it means that you've got everything you need under one postage and packing, under one roof. So if you haven't already got the right jump rings or the right findings, then jump online and go to JewelleryMaker.com to get hold of that, and we'll do our best. Now, we do have a very exciting first kit because it comes with a luxury findings pack as well. It comes with sterling silver. So if you are wanting to get sterling silver into a pack that's already done for you, then that is the kit for you. So first kit, coming up in around about probably about 35 minutes time, we'll be bringing that first kit to you. I need to apologise. Right, I've got a dress on today. First of all, I keep on wanting to do this. Right, and second of all, I keep on having to like do that. I mean, Katie's got quite a view down here. I'm sorry. I mean,
you know, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. Not sure it is really. Not sure it is. I mean, it's slightly inappropriate, but you know,
Yeah,
Sunday night.
Nobody can see that under there anyway, so
Yeah,
it's all
just
apart
you.
from me.
That's it. HR will be contacted.
Yeah.
I'd like to complain. Right, let's go to... Ooh. Ooh, I like this. Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh.
I like the fact, so I asked for involvement for I'm on the edge, nothing. I go, ooh, literally can't stop them saying ooh now. Literally can't stop them. To the point where Adam, literally, you just want to say shush now. Ooh, stop oohing. Yeah, sorry about that. I mean, this is genuinely good. The 6... Okay, end of line. There is 6 of 6 available. That is it. Look at that glow. Will you do us a quick favour? Would you just grab us the book? Yeah. No. Kerry, can you see those 2 books there? Yeah. Could you grab us the book? I'll grab both of them, but actually I want to show everybody the textbook quality of this amber. This is ridiculous. And if I do show you a textbook and a whole page, the next 2 pages, this is one of my books. Thanks, Kerry, for that. Appreciate that, Chickadee. Let me just grab let me find the page. It's the page that my daughter's written on. So I've got a 3-year-old. And she went through a little mini phase of accidentally thinking that walls were to draw on. And so Mummy and Daddy obviously spent quite a lot of time saying you only draw on paper. That's the only thing that you draw on. So when she then drew on paper, and it was this book, I couldn't be cross because actually that's exactly what I said. I didn't say what type of paper, I just said you only ever draw on paper. And she's never drawn on walls since. She's only ever drawn on paper. So that's fair dues. We did obviously have a conversation about this because this is Mummy's textbook and Mummy really rather likes this book. However, Please forgive the little scrawlings of a 3-year-old. It's not even pencil, so I can't even rub it out. It's pen. However, look at the quality of this. Now, this is what you classify as textbook grade amber. So they're showing you. No, fine. Look at this. Do you see how that totally stands alongside that? Textbook quality. It 100% matches, if not betters, some of the finest amber that they believe is worthy of putting into a textbook, showing you the grade of quality of pure luxury. I wish I had more. All I've got is what... Okay, we had 6, but there's only 2 left. It's going to be a sellout, and we're going straight under £20 on this deal. I mean, I'm just thinking 2 bracelets, just like that, stacked on the wrist. Maybe a couple of... I've got enough for a pair of earrings there as well to match. Job done, £19.95. And if you go to your jewellery shops, or perhaps even you go to your department stores, to your concession stands, you could spend £30 to £50 on this smallest of items on amber, easily. And then we here, giving you the freedom to make multiple bracelets, perhaps multiple earrings. I'm thinking I can make 2 pairs of earrings from what's left from my 2 bracelets there. I think that's... You know, that's £20 that you're spending on potentially 4+ items.
Yeah, I mean, the value for money is just absolutely amazing. Fantastic.
Absolutely glowing with quality, textbook quality at that. Beautiful, beautiful. Thanks for that. Right, let's go to, citrus yellow. Oh, I like this as well. Now, these are all some of our most favoured pieces from the whole of our vault. This is end of line. So essentially, I think our team, our scheduling, our management team, our scheduling team, essentially acknowledge the fact that, look, we've done 24 hours of amber. And we're now at that point where we're the final 4 hours. So how do we make the final 4 hours a triumph? How do we make it a pinnacle of a really, really exciting weekend of amber? And the only way to do it is going, okay, let's get the best of everything that everybody's loved. And now let's do it. Last of stock. Let's wipe those prices down and let's give you the best deals possible. But let's acknowledge the fact these are literally going to be on and gone to the most popular pieces in our vault. That's why this is not going to hang around. It is going to be a last of stock warning on this deal. A wonderful detail of lemon amber marquise shape in your silver charm. I mean, this is the type of charm you can add to all manner of chains and bracelets to create something really special in the detail. I mean, that's big enough to even go on a bag charm, or to perhaps put it on your telephone, you know, for a phone charm, because it's big enough and it's got that quality about it. A beautiful, beautiful grade of amber, but actually a fantastic charm to add to your design. And all yours for the taking while stocks last, obviously. It's only here when stocks last. Everything we've got, we're in the teens right now. That's how low we are on stock availability. And obviously that's not 17 for today, and then we've got another 20 for tomorrow and another 50 for another day. No, no, no. This is end of line. This is last of stock. This is everything we've got and all we've got. So max out and make the most of these last of stock deals. It's going to be fast. It's going to be furious for literally till 10 o'clock tonight, because we have been given so many end of line mega deals. We've been given the best of the vault, and then we're ploughing those prices as low as we can. So it is going to be a case of don't look away for a second, blink and you miss out on a big deal offer. $11.95. Hecky thub. You know, like charms in some very well-known charm shops in the high street. I mean, I don't even know whether you'd dare to walk in with $11.95 and suggest that you'd walk out.
Not with something as exquisite as that, definitely.
And not with genuine gemstones.
No. Perhaps maybe a 1 in front.
Yes, potentially, absolutely. That's pretty epic. I mean, that is pretty epic for that price point. Straight on we go. Oh, oh, now. Oh, I love this. Have we got some thread or some cord or some findings or something that I can just sweep through this? Because I need to show you. Hang on, I've got a little head pin here, I think. I can use this. Can I use this? It's this wire. Let's see. I just want to see if I can show you, because this is actually this comes with a drill hole right the way through the centre. So if I just pop it through, there we go. Look at that. Ah, yeah. You've got here this stunt. Now, yesterday I did the green in exactly this shape, sold out. Yesterday, I did the cognac. Guess what? Sold out. This, I've got 18 in stock. I can tell you now, it's going to be a sellout. No hesitation in saying this is going to be a sellout because the shape is perfect. The beautiful openness of quality that you're seeing here. No surround, just let the gemstone have all of the light just playing inside it. And of course, because it's drilled, it means that you can use it as a cabochon, but you don't have to worry about getting the right nestling to ensure it's not going to fall out. But if you want to just use this, and I was saying for me, I would just use this as almost a floating necklace. So I just put almost a see-through cord through, and I would just use that as a floating necklace on my neckline because I love the openness of that gemstone. I love the fact that it looks so good. I've got just shy of a dozen left. I mean, obviously we had more, but we don't have that anymore. Straight down, sellout deal guaranteed, $6.95. That's all I want. That's all I want.
That's what I want. That's what
I want. That's exactly it. That's what I want. I just want a gorgeous little simple drop like this. Okay, we're in single quantity figures already now. Sue's already got hers and Nilla's joined me. Sharon, Adele, congratulations. Ruth, Deidre. Most people are multi-buying on this. It's going to be a sellout. Yep, just alongside the green and the Baltic cognac that we had yesterday. We're now down to last of stock sellout deal. £6.95 is all you pay. It's going to go to Suffolk. It's going to go to Florida, Yorkshire, Durham, Gwynedd, Hertfordshire. I don't know. What I do know is this all we've got is what we've got. Congratulations if you've got it for £6.95. On, gone. Ooh. Now then. Citrus. Oh. That citrus is fabulous. So amber comes in lots of different distinguished colours, and all we've talked about, especially with textbook colouring, especially when you're kind of looking at the expectation of it being more of a runny honey colour. You expect that, but actually what's beautiful about this is that it takes you to that spectrum of more citrus lemons, you know, those fresher, brighter colours, and it really does look spectacular. I always think, whenever I see amber like this, reminds me of Rapunzel's hair. It's got that gorgeous brightness about it. It's got that real freshness to it, almost quite magical, a luminosity. And I always think when a gemstone has an luminosity, it almost looks bigger than it actually is, because the colour almost extends the size. It gives a halo of colour, and you've really got that here. All right, I'm really, really sorry. Just to let you know, obviously, last of stock on that last... In fact, everything's been last of stock. We're selling out of many a deal on this one. Last deal, yep, sell out again. And this is going to go in the same vein. One of the only rounds that we have left in this kind of deal. Baltic Lemon Amber. We've got the 7mm size, so a perfect wearability. Even if you're just keeping it simple into stretchy bracelets, that is easy luxury jewellery. If you've never made jewellery before, if you've never had that chance to be able to work with genuine gemstones before, maybe you do make jewellery but you've only ever worked with synthetics or replicas, what a wonderful way to start. What an amazing opportunity to create something of a spectacular quality. And even if you just take one of these 7mm, because of course the nice thing about amber is it's so recognisable, especially when you've got such a wonderful internal texturing to the quality that we're providing. You only need one or maybe even three on a wristwear piece. You know, just a simple cord or a thread, just to, you know, like the friendship bracelets, but using with amber. Amber was always known in history as a talisman, you know, a protector. I don't know a huge amount about those kind of holistic properties to gemstones, but I do know is that it was often used as an amulet, often used as a gemstone that sat on the armoury of soldiers as a protecting gemstone. So perhaps this is going to be something that you want to give in that vein, you know, use 3 of them and just keep it simple and say, you know, wear this and this is your special protecting gemstone. Or be, you know, perhaps you're going to create your own story to the gemstone. Maybe you're going to do a bit of investigating of why do babies wear amber. Because I know lots of my friends used to give their children when they were teething amber. Now, I don't know anything about that. It's something that I've always been fascinated, but I've never had the chance to investigate. Maybe it's something that you want to investigate, or you could do that right now. You could get hold of this deal and then you could investigate just how special an offer this is for $49.95. But also, perhaps you then can really make the most of the design to the rounds that you've got there. $49.95 is all you pay. Right, we've got something very special and we've been telling you all about it. It's there in the bar. We had loads of messages about it as well. Just there, it's a very special treat and it is your first star buy. Just check this out. Absolutely awesome quality. And if you've looked for a charm that really holds a presence within your jewellery design, if you're looking for a charm that instead of having to spend an absolute arm and a leg in those very well-known charm shops, but you want to create a personal amber touch, well, I think we found it for you. I think we've got this perfect formation of the teardrop that then sits with a wonderful wide internal diameter to the link, which means to the additional charm link you've got some real freedom to add perhaps even, you know, some nice threaded cord, macrame, you know, braided cord, or even kumihimo, so you've got something nice and thick that runs through as a texture to then the charm itself against that backdrop of the teardrop of cognac amber. Wonderful, wonderful shape. I like it always, this gemstone, because it's got this organic form, it reminds me of liquid. And essentially that's what it was. I mean, it was a liquid in one pot before it became a, you know, a static object like this. It was liquid resin. So the reason that it has that liquid quality is because it used to be liquid. It's just solidified and captured history inside it. So I always think with the teardrop, it really is reminiscent of that liquid resin from the tree. And you know, there is a reason why this gemstone will never be found again, don't you? You know that this gemstone will never be recreated or reproduced by nature. So everything that there is available in nature right now is all that there is. It'll never be recreated by nature simply because the tree that it formed in, so this gemstone's from tree resin, and the tree that it formed in no longer exists. It was eradicated millions of years ago. I mean, we're talking this gemstone was formed between 5 and 50 million years ago. 5 and 50 million years ago. So the reality is that the trees that created the resin, that created the amber, no longer exist. The internal textures of the gemstone no longer exist because the planet's evolved and shifted. So essentially, we have to acknowledge there is a finite supply of this gemstone, but there's also a finite quality to what you're seeing here. And in the teardrop, with that liquid-like quality of shape, it does just look magnificent, doesn't it? Solid sterling silver within the link itself, and all of this, look, coming to you a star by price tag. Oh, we're gonna go for it. Oh yes, we're gonna go for it. How about that? You should be paying $16.95. And that's the price you've only ever seen this deal at. But like I keep on saying, this is end of line. This is the last chance. Therefore, we've been given liberty. We've done 24 hours of amber, and the last 4 hours have to be special, and the special is end of line and low pricing opportunities. That's what you've got here. Never been seen lower than $16.95. So the very first time, and potentially the only time you're going to see this deal, is right here, right now. $12.95. Hold those phone lines. Congratulations. It's a free phone number that you're dialing, or alternatively you can join us at JewelleryMaker.com. You really have got the ultimate quality of style and design. And I think in some ways charms like this, because you have got that larger hoop ring, it really does open up the creative opportunities, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And I would probably pair this alongside some either of the silver barley beads that we have done in the past, and make quite a tribal sort of style piece of jewellery. And you could sort of use this just to have make it as the centerpiece of your design, you know. And I just love the design actually, even of the link at the top there with all the sterling silver in that. I think that is just exquisite. The amount of detail that goes into these pieces is just absolutely amazing.
Hold those phone lines. £12.95 is already pay. Brand new low. Never been seen before at £12.95. Chances are you're never going to see it again at £12.95 as well, because that is an end of line opportunity. Buy it while we've got it is the way I would see these deals. Let's go and let's plough through some more. Now then, we did the trilliant shape, sold out. And I'm going to say this is just going to go in the same vein, especially... Oh, is that all we've got? Okay, definitely end of line, definitely last of stock offering. Not even one, but 3. Wow. And it's that shape again that just creates liquid luxury. Oh, I love this. Now then, I had my little wire gauge and I don't know what I've done with it now.
Here we go.
Oh, here. Have you got something?
Oh,
thanks, chick. And I've got this as well. I don't know whether this will do, whether it's a bit thicker. Let's just show you. Oh, there we are. Actually, I could put all of them on there, couldn't I? But I could if I didn't drop them. It's fine. Well caught, madam. 1, 2, 3 for one price tag. Yes. Oh, they're just gorgeous, aren't they? Love them. Because again, you haven't got any silver to almost stop the detail of the actual internal texture. You get to see the light bouncing, playing inside each stone to such optimum, prime, beautiful design. That is amazing. I'd pay the price that we're about to charge. I'd pay that for 1, not just for 3. You're getting all 3 for one price tag. First come, first serve. That means we're going less than £5 each. This is end of line. I mean, honestly, I feel like we should have sirens, we should have klaxons, we should have literally, you know, I mean, seriously, 14. I wish we had a boat.
Something like that.
Exactly. I don't think I need a boat leaving the port. Let's hear that. Honk. That's all we've got. Excellent. I think we might need just a few more sound effects. Yeah, we'll take some more sound effects. £14.95 is all you pay. That's less than £5 each on those teardrops of luxury lemon amber. And it's yours for the taking. Free phone number. You can join us at JewelleryMaker.com. But all I know is that there are 2 left. This will be a sellout deal. This will be a wipeout opportunity. And that's the way it's going. That's the way it should be on this kind of a showcase where we're pushing the boundaries on price with the limited availability of quantity. It's a first come, first served situation. Final chances. Anita, congratulations. Pardon me, that's Anila. Congratulations in Norfolk. Sarah's joined me in East Riding of Yorkshire. Sandra's there. Pauline's there. Adrina, you've got yours. Susan, I've got 5 interested buyers on the web. I've got 5 interested. Oh, it's just gone to Susan in Essex. On and gone. Congratulations to you if you've got that one. Let's go to... Now, this really is a piece that you can imagine sitting in that very well-known charm shop in the high street. I mean, this is almost putting the boundaries as close as they get, but then showing you what we are made of instead of what they're made of. And I think in some ways, you know, we have to identify, you know, we can give you the guarantee that these are genuine gemstones. If you want a certificate of authenticity, we can give you a certificate of authenticity that guarantees that at just a 25 pence, you can get that as part of your purchase. But the reality is that this is genuine opportunities to own lemon amber in these wonderful spacer-form. Look at that. Internal diameter is all sterling silver set. So you're protecting the gemstone, but you also have that real, I think for me, that the internal gives it a little bit more zhuzh, a little bit more of a boutique charm feel about it. And you've got then that open gemstone. That's just going to look great on a classic charm bracelet. Yeah. I mean, that's just going to sit perfectly within that framework. Think about the price tag of just a non-gemstone charm in a very well-known charm shop in the high street. And it's high street these days. I mean, charm shops in the high street, they're selling just charms. But there's a
yeah.
It's amazing.
I know. It's exquisite. I think I would probably be tempted to do like a seed bead, tubular seed bead peyote stitch, so it sort of creates like a tube, sort of just smaller than that, and do like a nice, like say, bracelet, just to add that little bit of something different.
Wow.
You know, just to sort of take it a little bit more
gorgeous.
You know, not either you need to take it higher or higher end, but you know, it just adds that little je ne sais quoi. You know.
Yeah, personal touch as well, isn't it? Yours for the taking. I can tell you now, this is not going to hang around. This will be a sellout. $14.95. I mean, honestly, the last time I went past my charm shop, my local city centre charm shop, I was stood outside, not on purpose actually, but my husband needed to go and get a coffee because we'd been shopping, and he just needs a perk up every so often. My husband's not a great shopper. I have his attention for around about, I say maximum of about 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And I mean, 40 minutes is where he's on the edge, where he goes, I think I need to go and get a coffee. And that's it. I kind of think I know I'm on the downward hill at that point. He's heading towards the car park, an hour later. So he said, right, I need to go and get a coffee. Fine, go and grab yourself a coffee. And I was stood, and he'd gone toddling off to spend £5 on something that he drank in 3 seconds. And literally, and it is, isn't it? You can spend £5. If you think about it, that's a third of a charm that then is going to last forever. But that's the reality check that we have. But I was stood outside Sedge Charm Shop, very nice charm shop, very pretty jewellery. Not going to suggest that it's not. But oh my life, the pricing. I mean, seriously, I was just looking at I was looking at, silver-plated charms for £60. I was looking at, non-gemstone charms for hundreds. I mean, literally, you could spend over £100 on non-gemstones.
It is just crazy. And we've got this here for $14.95.
Exactly.
And it is perfect quality.
Exactly. $14.95. $14.95. That sits much more in my comfort zone.
Yes.
That's my comfort zone. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Nice. It's funny when you instantly want to just try jewellery instantly to make it, isn't it? Like you kind of go, that's it. I'm going to do this, but then obviously I need to hold them in a different way to show you them what they actually are. So these are double drilled in this luxury, they're almost cabochon-esque because you've got a flat bottom and then you've got the rounded dome. But instead of them being totally flat, they're slightly curved. I don't know whether you can see the arc of them. Yeah, you could kind of see that probably in the close-up. Whereas the arc is going to sit beautifully to caress the wrist or caress the skin. Let's face it, the skin is, the body's not flat, is it? No. I mean, we're not Flat Stanley. No. We are going to have that curve to our body. You don't know Flat Stanley, do you? I said Flat Stanley because my son's been reading the Flat Stanley books. Have you read Flat Stanley? It's a series of books. My son's 6, 7, I don't know. He's around that age. I'm just rubbish. I'm rubbish with dates and ages and things like that. Abominable. I mean, genuinely abominable. But I've now got to a point where they now know how bad I am. And I always say to them, I might not remember your date of birth or your age, but I do remember that I love you. And I'll always show you I love you, but I might not always remember where. I will remember the day that you were born because it was pretty painful, but I just don't remember the date. I mean, I forgot my husband's birthday for about 6 or 7 years before I remembered. And we've been going out with each other for 25 years, right? And even now, when he asks me about his birthday, I have to stop and seriously pause and think about it. Just dates and numbers just become a little jumble. Like just in my head, I'm like some kind of tumble dryer of numbers. And they're just, I pull any number out and I'm like, are you 7? Are you, what are you? Are you 12? Just write it down. Well, I've got it written down on their birth certificates. I don't need to write. It's just remembering them. Do you know what I mean? So anyway, by the by, why did we get in that conversation? Books, Flat
Yeah.
Stanley.
Yeah.
So my son's reading Flat Stanley books anyway. Or he was, and he just picked the book up again the other day. And the reason I said that is because actually you've got curved. Curved. He likes reading them at universities. Well, what does he? Oh, does he? No. These are curved, so they're going to kind of match the skin, to match the body. You know, they have this lovely dimension to them, which means that they're designed for wearability. They're designed for jewellery quality, aren't they?
Yeah.
So if I put them on the skin, you can see how they flow against the skin. They really do match. Now they are double drilled. If I just show you that, it means that you have got that real workability factor into the jewellery design that you want to create, whether it be stretchy bracelets with the elastic, whether perhaps you're going to work these into perhaps even a landscape design and make them into a drop form, because you could actually stack them like this as a multiple, couldn't you? And do it like that on a nice pendant. That would look amazing. A wall of amber. Price tag? That's got to be a clearance price tag.
Yeah.
That is a clearance price tag, because that's just a weird price tag. It's got to be, when weird prices come in, you kind of go, there's clearance kicking in. Clearance pricing, weird pricing. £41.95. I mean, surely these should be, what, a tenner each? So if that's it, this should be £50. So we've obviously gone to clearance at £41.95. Congratulations, you got that 5 for an amazing under 50 would be good, but we've gone even lower. But before that, we've got one more treat. Now, obviously, don't forget, first kit starts at the beginning of the next hour, and you're going to love it. I'm going to give you just a heads up. It's not just amber, but it's amber and fire opal as well. What a unison, what a combination. Before that, it's time for Star Buy. End of line. It is very last of stock, so you're going to have to be really sharpish if you want this deal. This has been one of our most popular connectors of all time. Based on the shape, you've got that sunrise and sunset form. You've got that wonderful halo of silver work with the rope design surrounding that then is matched into the extension of the silver work as well. I mean, that is pretty special on its own, isn't it? That just like that. What about if I showed you the other side? Look at the detail.
Beautiful.
Absolutely spectacular quality. And I love the fact you've got so much to play with from both profiles, and I'm thinking actually this could be a two-way design.
Yeah.
You know, especially when you're going on holiday where you want capsule wardrobe and capsule jewellery. You want to have jewellery that looks different every time you wear it. Done. Absolutely done here. The full sunrise of colour of this rich cognac amber. One of our most popular connectors of our trading time for amber. Wow, that's why it's so popular. $14.95. Love the additional links that you're getting there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you say that this is a perfect capsule piece for when you go on holiday. I would definitely just have this on like a navel length 30-inch chain and then have a pearl or something on the bottom, but then you could have your charms.
Really? Like that?
Yes, onto our bolt ring clasp, so then you could take different charms and then you're changing it up and you're not taking a lot of jewellery on holiday with you, or, you know, it just doesn't take up that much room and you can add different looks to it.
I mean, I was just looking and thinking, well, I'd wear it like that on one half, you know, so I could indulge upon the silver, because that's lots of silver detail. And then next time I'd go around and then I go, let's put it on the wrist that way around so I can just see the amber. Totally different looking pieces of jewellery, but, you know, 2 looks for 1 price tag. One of our popular pieces and definitely one of our last of stock offerings. Could be the last time you see this piece. So if you like it and you want it, we've priced it to make sure that you don't miss out. £14.95 is already paid. Solid 95 sterling silver adds to the luxury. Hold those lines if you want it. Join us on the web if you prefer. We have got plenty more to come straight after the break.
It's the hottest time of the year. We're in the midst of a heat wave. The sun is shining. Everyone is lapping up the sunshine. So what are we going to do? Christmas in July? Yes, you've heard us. We're going to get you jewellery makers ready for the festive period with plenty of time to spare. We have a launch of carrier beads with Mark Smith, brand new Christmas charms, brand new Umbra jewellery boxes and displays, DVD launches. We've got a beautiful sterling silver angel wing pendant, sparkling microfaceted rubies, the most amazing strand of Ethiopian opal plain rounds, and so much more. You need to be watching. It's gonna be a cracker. Get it? Cracker? Christmas cracker?
If for any reason you're not satisfied with your purchase, you have the benefit of our 30-day money-back guarantee. The JewelleryMaker phone is free from a UK landline, so call us today to place your order.
Just such a gorgeous strand coming your way. Not amber, but a little bit of a special treat because it's totally natural turquoise coming today. A bit of a bonus for us to be able to bring this within our showcase. And I think, you know, again, we are acknowledging the natural beauty of amber, but this is another gemstone that holds the same resonance, the same luxury of beauty and internal texturing that creates dynamic. A gemstone that quite simply at this precise moment has got so many reports about it and its pricing, so many people delivering this gemstone as their ultimate stone of choice, and this is it. It's your USA turquoise, natural turquoise at that. You know, we're talking about going to Arizona, we're talking about taking you to one or two locations in the world, and those one or two locations in the world have really set the standard for why we love turquoise in the first place. However, these mines are no longer supplying anything to the trade. The only way that you're getting this gemstone is through private collections. I mean, seriously, this is not a gemstone coming from mine. I've got a very, very, very strong connection called Russell Twyford to turquoise. He's actually known as the turquoise guy. That's his name in the gem trade. Russell Twyford, and he's known as the turquoise guy. He's a very good friend of mine. Wonderfully passionate about gemstones. And he's essentially saying to get hold of this gemstone, you don't go to mine anymore. You don't even bother going to mine anymore. You go to private collectors. That's the only access that you get for this stone. So that's why it's going to be one of our big celebrated deals of the evening, because we've managed to secure something extra special for you. It's your deal, totally natural American turquoise as an extra special opportunity alongside our luxury amber weekend showcases. Now we do have the most magnificent of kits coming your way. Now I'm going to show you first of all the amber, because I think it's best to start with the amber, because I guess essentially that's what we know is the pinnacle of the weekend. It's the highlight, and it's, I guess, the nucleus or the inspiration and amazing quality that we have here to this design. Now I'm just going to drop this, I'm just going to hold it like so. Oh no, I'm not. I'm going to hold it like so, and then I'm going to show you how the light plays through this. Just stopping and pausing and just reflecting the quality of this gemstone. And I love, again, the openness of the stone allows the light to move through the whole of the ceramic. I mean, you've got nothing other than just pure golden luxury bursting into this stone. And actually it's quite good that it's fallen off, because I want to then show you how it's capped with this sterling silver. But instead of just leaving it as a simple cap, it's just got that sweeping wave-like design. It's got that fleur-de-lis-like ruban style. And you've really got that final flourish of elegance captured within that centre stone. Absolutely magnificent individual centrepiece. A real focal point piece. And I guess a piece that is instantly inspiring, isn't it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, that little sweep of silver on the top, it's just like, you know, like a little flick of hair or something. It just finishes off the whole piece. It's absolutely gorgeous.
It really is. And I mean, the nicest thing about it is just that you really have just let that gemstone sit and stand on its own. And I think in some ways that's what it deserves. You know that the quality of this piece can be just the most simplest of centerpieces to the neckline.
Yeah.
And especially if you're just getting started into jewellery making, especially if you're perhaps, or maybe you already are a jewellery maker, but you've never bought from us before. I mean, this is a great kit for us to establish how good we are at world-leading quality gemstones.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, these gemstones, and I mean the whole kit itself, it just all kind of goes together. Obviously, that's why we do the kits. But then again, you can take the bits apart and work with them separately if you like, and keep it simple if you really wanted to. And I think, along with all the hard work that we have with our friends over in Poland, I think it's fantastic to again be able to showcase all of that hard work within the pieces that we receive here. And I think sometimes less is more.
Especially when it's got its own kudos. You know, you've got enough going on in that gemstone to be the talking point. Yeah. And you've got that centerpiece. So that's the first part of the kit. That's part number one. Now, part number two, I mean, I think that this is a bit of a genius manoeuvre. Because when I saw this combination, I was like, why have I never seen this before? Why have I never seen, you know, you see amber, you normally see amber and pearls, don't you? You normally see that collaboration. I don't think I mean, I can't believe I've never even thought about it. I mean, Mexican fire opal. We're talking Jalisco region, some of the most spiciest colours of Mexican opal coming here. And this is the gem that glows. Very similar in terms of the kudos that you get from the amber, and yet so different in the same vein, because it's opalescence that we involve ourselves in here. We get that opal glow, we get that illumination that's so distinguished to opal, but marrying it alongside the amber, well, it just belongs. It just sits with such qualities of unique texturing. And I love the fact that you could really play with colour when you've got the fire opal against the amber. You can really get that dynamic working together if you wanted to with this formation. The Jalisco region of Mexico is producing some of the world's most outstanding arrangements of jelly opal and fire opal. You've got this grade of colour that literally takes you through an outstanding amount of colour complexity. You know, you're showing it there beautifully, Katie, by saying, okay, There's the crisp, bright yellows. Here's the rich, burning oranges. Here's the rich russet colours. And you're showcasing those as separate entities. And you're really getting to indulge upon that grading of colourway that just, you don't get to see very often from this gemstone. But you see it in this full strand. I love this gemstone. I mean, I have a real thing about fire opal because I think it's one of those gems that can just, it just changes your jewellery design in a moment, because it's not just opalescence, but it's colour and opalescence in a very unique form. I love it, love it, love it. And you've got that wow factor of a full strand, double strand if you ask me though. Look at the length of that. You're talking about a distinguished length, 84 centimetres of your fire opal in these ombre styles. I mean, you could do a full ombre necklace, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Because you could just take all of the yellows and put them all together and start from there, maybe from the nape of the neck, and then come down and literally do the whole colour of this strand in that, going from bright yellows to rich oranges to deep reds. You could almost see that. I mean, that's the thing, is that this is given in such a way that it's already helping you to see the qualities that can then create something totally different to your designs. Absolutely stunning, absolutely glorious. I have to say, a bit of a ranter and a raver about this gemstone, because we don't see it often enough. We just don't. But when we do, you can't help but be fascinated by its colourway. To top it off, this kit doesn't stop there. Now, if I gave you some kind of heads up, if I said to you, I'm bringing you just these together for the price I'm about to do, right, you would be already quids in. If I add in the fact that you're also going to get a pack of sterling silver findings as well, it's your 16-piece findings pack, which includes 4 head pins, it includes a pair of shepherd hooks, it's got the jump rings, it's got 2 bolt ring clasps, and you've also got your crimp beads. Sterling silver findings pack. Essentially, it's coming to you just as an added bonus, because at $29.95, you'd still be quids in if you bought that deal of just the fire opal and the amber together. But adding in the silver, you're getting essentially the luxury of that precious metal, that precious commodity of 16 individual findings, essentially for free, I guess, if you want to translate it into how much each one would cost and then what are we adding in. Sterling silver findings pack as well for $29.95. Absolutely magnificent quality of colour, absolutely magnificent luxury and distinction. And you know, working with fire opal alongside amber, you've instantly got that stimulation, haven't you?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if I was to call this, make jewellery with this and sell it at a craft fair, I would call it Sunset Serenity. Oh. And that would be, so you can have that one.
Oh. Get you.
The Sunset Serenity collection.
Oh. All right then. I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll take that. $29.95 is all you pay for your very own Sunset Serenity collection. If you would like to join us, you can do so on the phone lines, you can do so on the web as well. We don't mind how you do it, but obviously these kits are exclusive pricing. We're absolutely guaranteeing that you couldn't get what you've got here with the sterling silver for the price tag that you're seeing it right now at $29.95. We just know that if you bought these separately, you would be paying a higher price tag. We're delivering this deal as only we know how. It's your kit price exclusive deal for $29.95. Congratulations goes Sharon, I've got Vanessa and Joanne, I've got Kathleen joining me, Susan joining me in County Durham, I've got buyers in London, Cheshire, Lanarkshire, I've got buyers joining us in Monmouthshire and Devon. Everybody pays the final low price. If you haven't already picked up the phone, well, now's your chance to do so. But you're going to inspire us now. Tell us, what are we going to learn?
I'm going to show you how to make the earrings. It's quite a nice, simple and delicate sort of design there. It's literally just adding the chips, just colour grading them if you wanted to, or you can just take some of the different colours and just add them all, mix them all. If you like random, you can do random. If you like to have it as the ombre effect and keep that, if you're doing the necklace, you may want the earrings to actually match what you've done in the necklace.
Okay.
So what I've actually taken is some of our wire from the second kit,
Sterling silver.
and I'm just going to pop a loop on the end here. So if
I didn't have the sterling silver wire, which I know is a great deal in the next kit, so you probably are going to get it. But if you didn't, in the finest pack, you do get your head pins. So you could kind of just trim off the actual head pin part and then do exactly the same. So you do get the findings pack alongside this, which is sterling silver, just like the wire is, which is part of the next kit. But you do have those. How many head pins do you get? 4 head pins. Okay, so easily you can make 2 pairs of earrings, but obviously you've got the shepherd hooks as well, so you can make at least 1 pair with the sterling silver design.
Okay, so I use my bell making pliers because these actually give you a consistent loop every single time. You can use your round nose pliers if you want to, and if you want to create a consistent loop, I would just get a black marker pen and just mark off where you did your first loop, so then you could then create that consistently. But with these, you can actually just go ahead and make a consistent loop all the time. So I'm going to come down probably about 1/2 inch, and I'm just going to rotate my wrist round just to create a nice loop there. Now, as you can see, it's not quite closed there, so we'll come in with our chain nose pliers just there, and I'm just going to hold that nice and tightly.
Excuse me.
And then grab the tail of that wire, and I'm just going to literally encourage it to wrap itself around the rest of the wire there. So I'll do that about 3 or 4 times. So we've gone round 4 times there, and we've got that nice and tight together. Then I'm going to come back in with my pliers and then just bring that loop up. So we've now got our loop right at the top there. I'll come in with my with my cutters and just cut that straight off the waist. Pop that to the side. So we've now got our basically a nice little loop just on the end, just like so. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab some of our opals and just pop these on. I do love these colours.
What's nice is as well is because this is JewelleryMaker, the drill hole on the chips and nuggets is still so accommodating.
Yeah.
You know, often is the case with chips and nuggets, if they're not JewelleryMaker based, then you can't guarantee the consistency of the drill hole, and that becomes a little bit more of a mess around, doesn't it? So,
yes.
you know, with this, at least when you're buying from us, give or take, you know, every so often perhaps you'll get the odd one that doesn't quite conform, but pretty much they all have that consistency of drill hole accommodation, haven't they?
Absolutely. I mean, I love chips and nuggets. These are kind of like one of the, in fact, one of the very first DVDs I bought was the chips and nuggets with yourself
with myself and Mark, yes.
on there. So that was
Gosh, that's going back some.
That was one of my very first DVDs that I bought because being new to jewellery making and things like that, I actually quite like the idea of the fact that you get a double strand, and to me, I think you do get a lot of value for your money, and you can, chips and nuggets are so versatile.
And I also think because of this colour in particular on the double strand, 84 centimetre strand, the reality is the colour really does hold its own, so you don't need to feel like you have to double the quantity to get double the impact. You know, there is enough in this gemstone in terms of its qualities that it can hold its own, can't it?
Absolutely. So now I have got to the end of my earring just there. So I'm going to... Oh, excuse me. No, I'm okay. Right. So, okay. No, sorry, they were just asking if I needed my mic out, so I said, no, I'm okay. I'm not just talking to myself randomly, trust me.
Not this time. Not this time.
So I'm just going to literally do the same as what I did at the beginning, and we're just going to bring that wire nicely across, and then come in with our chain nose pliers and just hold the top there. I'll move that out of the way there, and then we'll wrap around 1, 2, 3 and 4 times just there. Come back in with our pliers and then just bring that up to the top like so, and we can get in as close as you can. And now we've got our connector, I suppose, if you're going to make your earrings, and then you would then add on our hook. But if you don't want to do that, if you wanted to actually create a little bit of a chain, you could probably just do the same again. Now I'm just going to link these two together. So firstly, or you could make yourself a little bit more of a shoulder duster earring, which is probably what I will do here. So again, we'll just pull that round, but before we start wrapping it round, I'm going to take this connector and we're going to pop that straight on to there. And we'll just hold that out of the way there, and then we'll do the same again. So we'll go around 1, 2, 3, and one more time, 4 times round. And we'll take that off, and then what I will do is I'll pop the shepherd hook on the end. And there we go. Just get our shepherd hook. And we can lift that away from ourselves, loop that on, and then close our shepherd hook at the bottom. And then you've got yourself a nice edgy kind of shoulder duster style earring.
Nice.
Just there.
Let's have them. Hang on. Let me show them in action.
There we go.
There's my. Hang on. Let me see if I can find. There I am.
So there you go. You could do the
Thanks,
colour.
Adam. Thanks for the sound effects. Oh, here he goes again with his sound effects. He's there again. That's it. We might call you sound effects, Adam. Maybe we should. If we don't have enough sound effects, maybe we could call you in just to record some. Oh, that's as good as it gets. That's as much as it. Oh, that's it. Congratulations if you've got this kit. If you would like to get it and you haven't already done so, $29.95 is all you pay. It's called Amber Glow, and I think it's fair to say it's not just the amber that glows. No. You've got that gorgeous glow of the fire opal, as well as then getting over and above the price tag sterling silver findings. 16 individual findings that you get, which includes your shepherd hooks, it includes your crimp beads, it also includes 2 bolt ring clasps, and you're also going to get 4 head pins, so plenty of chance. And actually that means that the earrings that you've just made you could actually make, couldn't you, because you've got 4 head pins, so you only need 2 per ear. Then you've also got the shepherd hook, 1 pair. So actually what you've just made there is exactly what I could make from this. Perfect. And still have plenty more to go about as well.
With the crimp beads that you get in the pack as well, if you've got some monofilament, you could create the floating style necklace that we suggested earlier. So,
perfect.
Yeah.
All yours for the taking. $29.95 is all you pay for that combination of luxury gemstones and luxury findings. Under 30. Congratulations, Susan's joined us. Congratulations, Bice. If you haven't already checked out Angela and Karen, are collectors joining us in London, collectors joining us in Sussex. If you haven't already checked out, then unfortunately you could miss out on this deal, because we are moving on now. So please do make sure that you don't miss out by checking out as soon as you can and guaranteeing that the deal is yours for the taking. Right, we're going straight on again to fresh colour. Now then, look at the shape of this. This is pretty special. I mean, size-wise, it's 25 by 12, so we're already looking at a significant size. But if I profile this, then you can see how it's not just that it looks impressive from the top profile, but even the side profile. Look at how deep that is, and look at how curved it is. Look at how dramatic it looks. That is a pretty almighty piece, and no surprise that I'm going to say this is one of our most popular pieces, and it's going to our last of stock brand new low price tag. The quantity we've got is all we've got. Of course, we're not playing with anything other than last of stock offerings here. End of line and straight down to $14.95. Now this has previously sold higher. We have previously seen this at a higher price tag, but we're now last of stock and rock bottom to $14.95. I love that almost wreath-like form that you've got there, vine-like quality as well, isn't it? All the way wrapping around. I like also that it's not just that it's wrapping around to flat. It's actually curving around. It's got a real texture about this shape. I like this a lot, and I like the fact that you're getting this look, and it's a big look for just £14.95. If you would like to join us, again, it's a free phone number that you're joining us on. You can join us at JewelleryMaker.com. If you haven't already bought from us today, well, you've still got plenty of time to keep on adding to your order. We're with you live until 10 o'clock, but you can continue adding to your order through until midnight tonight. So if you have bought from us already this morning, this afternoon, or right now. You pay your postage and packaging and you continue adding as many times as you like. And I guess in some pieces like this, you're going to multi-purchase just on this deal. You're not just going to buy one, perhaps you're going to multi-purchase. Another chance to sell out on this deal. This is last of stock, last offerings, $14.95 is all you pay. And we're going to continue in the same vein in terms of design. Take the same principle of shape, same principle of design, just make it smaller. Exactly the same formation of the silver work in terms of the detail, exactly the same quality in terms of the arcing gemstone, and then that lovely bulbous form to the base as well. And all of this, but this time in a smaller version and with a connector, which means you've got links either side. Just gives you freedom, doesn't it?
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, I would definitely pair this with the first one that we had and have a graduated necklace, definitely, because I think it just absolutely lends itself to that perfectly. And again, I like the fact that we do the 30-inch style chains here as well, and I would definitely have that on that. It's just beautiful.
And I do think there's that opportunity, especially when you see them together, and you go, yep, got it, same shape, same style of silver work, same detail, but actually, there's my pendant. What about this as a bracelet? So I'm going to go pendant and bracelet now. I'm going to go this to the wrist and this to the neckline, and you've got yourself a matching suite. You know, this is what I mean by making the most of your add it to your order situations. Make the most of what we could do for you, especially when we're on last of stock, end of line, and we're in the teens. Not literally, unfortunately, not at the moment anyway, unless I start regressing in age rather than adding. You've got here an amazing £10.95 is all you pay. An amazing treat that we have for you there. A good opportunity, a huge opportunity. And all yours for their taking. I've just been asked a question, how old am I? Vix, do you know how old you are? If you don't know your kid's age, do you know your own age? And I've just looked at Carr and just gone, nah, I get it wrong every time. I think I keep on saying I'm 42, but I think I'm actually only 41.
You were 40 last year, I was 40 last year. So
we're the same age,
yes.
so I'm 41.
Yeah.
See, I just keep on adding. Hey, it's just a number, you know what I mean?
I still feel 14 inside, so
exactly, you're only as young as the man that you're feeling. That's what my mum used to say. That's what my mum used to say. I said, that's not good, my husband's older than I am.
So is mine.
Exactly. We've not done well there, Katie, we've not done well. Congratulations. That's what my mum used to say. I didn't know that wasn't the case. And if your mum said it, then it has to be right. Yeah. I won't dispute it, and if you will, I tell you what, you've not met me mum. Right then, onwards we go. I can say that because I know she's in the car and she's not watching. Take a look at what we have for you next. This is your cognac green and lemon combination. Love that formation. Isn't that gorgeous? Ah, that is pretty cool. That is just got that. It's almost Boodles-esque, you know, like the Boodles bubbles. It's got that, and obviously Boodles has got its own synergy of style and design. And I love the fact that obviously Maris's team is capturing their style, their designs, their qualities, and then bringing them to us with that designer edge. But it's a personal touch. Yes. You know, every designer's got its own personal touch, and just like this has got that floating bubble-like formation, it really does create something really unique. And perhaps you could reflect that in the jewellery that you then create around that design. Maybe you want to go with the bubble detail. Maybe you want to make this as a floating designer. Perhaps you've got an idea of how you want to play with this into your jewellery. All I know is that I wish I had more. This is an end-of-line deal. This is a whole end-of-line showcase. Everything is last of stock. Everything is limited in availability, and everything is going as low as we can go. Literally squeezing everything we can on these prices. £10.95 is all you pay. This is your Baltic amber from one location in the world that we like to source it from, and that is essentially the Gdansk Bay. You'll have seen footage with our fantastic team that went out to film just a year or so ago. It was maybe a bit longer than that ago, was it? When did they go out?
I think it was May last year.
May last year. the team went out, and they went out to film to kind of give us the sense of the location, because when you've got something so pertinent as the capital of amber, you know, you if you go for the capital of sapphires and rubies, you're probably going to go to Thailand. You know, there are certain places in the world that have that homing in for a certain gem type. This is the gemstone that you'll find predominantly in this one location of Gdansk, and in particular the quality of design is matched by the quality of the gemstone. You've got the look and you've got it all, and you know why it's Gdansk. You do know why the bay is so important. We've got a map actually. I mean, it's interesting because the map that we have, it'll show you that you've got the full beer, and it's the Baltic beer, and it literally sits all the way around. There you go, that's it. You see the beer of Gdansk, and it essentially is a siphon. Right, it's created a filter for this gemstone, and obviously it's based on a number of different principles. This gemstone used to be quite prevalent, it used to be quite available. Now it's not, but that's because for a long time there was availability in this one location. Then there was floods, and the floods have never been dealt with, and because the floods have never been dealt with, essentially amber is now just submerged. So that's why it's not available, and that's why you'll find lots of this gemstone is being pulled up and siphoned from the sea. Actually comes up from the sea because that's the only way that they can find it, because it's been submerged so far. And I guess essentially the bay has acted as a siphon and filtered just there, just like that. Now what's lovely is that you can see that's the Bay of Gdansk, but we've also got another photograph of the actual capital of Gdansk, and it then filters, and that's there's a river that runs through from the sea through, and you actually then get the sense of why this gemstone is so important from this location. Exactly, that's it. That's Gdansk itself, and essentially what you've got is the sea filtering in these gemstones, and this Gdansk location is maximising on the treasure that they've got at their doorstep. You know, beautiful location, absolutely stunning location that we're talking about, and you've got the chance to be able to get that. And you know what we're showing you there is the heritage of eternal availability of this gemstone, and the luxury of this location then reflects in the luxury of the jewellery that they provide. But I know that the team, when they went out there, were quite stunned by the pricing of loose amber when they were there filming. I know I've a number of my friends who are dealers of this gemstone, you know, have traded in this for a number of years. They've actually said when they go to Gdansk, they can only go to trade, because if they go anywhere else, then the pricing is extraordinary, because essentially you're going to the capital of a location. It's like going to Tahiti and buying a Tahitian pearl. You know, you could spend a fortune. It's like going to Canada and going to buy amalite, because you could spend a fortune because it's the original location. And that's the thing is that what we're doing is we're going to trade. We're bringing you trade pricing. We're also obviously on this showcase, we're bringing you our last of stock of the very best, which means we're dropping those prices as low as we can go. And the thing is that we are literally pushing the boundaries as low as we can go on these deals, but we're also very aware of the fact that we are bringing you last of stock offerings. Buy it while we've got it is perhaps the motto of this evening. Buy it and indulge upon some of our most sought after, some of our most well received of opportunities, and this is one of the biggest. This has been one of our most successful strands, but I think it's fair to say it's obvious why it's so successful. I mean, how many pieces of jewellery are you going to make? How many gemstones are there? Leave them on their own, set them separately. These are beautiful dogtooth design amber. That means you can hold them individually. I'm just profiling so you can see the size of them from every angle. You can see that they really are going to hold beautifully and statically as separate individual pieces of jewellery. And if you are somebody who's making jewellery to sell and you want to have amber in your collection, surely this is the one strand you need to have. because this is making jewellery go farther and farther. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Let's say over 20. Over 20 individual stones. But you've got cherry amber. You've got lemon amber. You've got cognac amber. You've got them all coming together in this luxury strand. So you really are talking about some of the finest multicoloured nuggets. They're not nuggets, they're shards, they're dogtooths, they're individual pendants, they're separate entities of luxury. These really are the treat of treats. Oh, and on top of that, of course, as you can see, you've also got the spaces of sterling silver as well. So you're not just getting the gemstones on this deal, you're also going to get the spaces of these wonderful elongated curved designs. Okay, the price tag is just going to guarantee a sellout deal. Everything we've got in stock is less than 20. Less than 20 available. And we're going straight down. We've got, what, over 20 gemstones we said individually set on this for $24.95. $24.95, just over £1 per individual stone. Just over £1. I mean, if you saw that beautiful cherry amber and you saw that on, on a single chain, or perhaps even on a thread or a cord, I mean, just something simple like this, just one of them, the main ingredient, that's only cost you £1.
Yeah.
The cord's going to cost you 50p maybe. Maybe with perhaps a little clasp on the back, it's going to cost you another £1 max. So that means £2 for a luxury amber necklace. £2. I mean, even if you're selling them in a fair for a fiver, you're £3 heads up every time you sell one. And that's money in your pocket. And most people will go, is it real amber? Yes, and you've then got a certificate of authenticity, because if you ask for that for 25p, you'll get one. So you can prove that it's the real deal, and you've got the chance to make multiple designs of this opportunity. A real opening of offer. And I think the nice thing is that everyone is different. I mean, I was just looking at that. I mean, that's one of the smallest pieces on this chain. One of the more I guess, smaller, can't call it small, but smaller. But the shape is absolutely stunning.
Yeah, it is. It's really unusual. I love that. That is stunning. It's a real unisex piece or strand.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I would definitely just use them as individual pendants and pop them onto a cord. And like you say, sell them either for between £10 and £5, depending on obviously where you are. And I mean, that is just, and you can keep the sterling silver spaces for yourself for another project.
And that's the thing, you're getting sterling silver on top. You know, that price tag is about the gemstones, but we're additional giving you the $24.95 includes sterling silver. I mean, that means you've got to have, what, 20 or so spaces just there anyway, haven't you? There's 5, there's 10. There's 50. Yep, so there's over 20 spaces added into that design as well. I mean, we normally trade these kind of spacer beads for 10. We're talking about a good, £5 to £10 anyway, aren't you?
Yeah.
Even if we said 10 of those, £7.95, £8.95, we'd be rejoicing. We'd be saying, we're doing a great job there. So that means you're talking about £16, £18 for just the spacers, if you've got 20 of them. So we're already then starting to nail that price down, and even further, we push the boundaries low. I mean, it is just a chance and a half. If you've already got a phone in your hand, keep it there and we'll process your call as fast as we can. It is a free phone number that you're dialing. Pressing button 1, you'll get through to a fantastic call centre just down the road from us. Here in the UK, and I think the nicest part about it is I know the team very well indeed, and they work their absolute socks off to make sure you get the very best customer service they can provide. I know they're very passionate about the quality of service that they provide to you, so please do pick up the phone if you haven't tried us out, so you get to speak to that wonderful team. Or, of course, alternatively, you can join us at JewelleryMaker.com. Amber is a wonderful gemstone to work with, but to work with each one of those individually and then to be able to really max out on each stone, you've really got a treat and a half. Congratulations if you got that one. That's a beauty, isn't it? An absolute beauty. Okay, we're moving swiftly on. Wow. Oh, I wish there was more of this. There's 7. So even before I get to anything, I'm going to just say it's fastest finger first. It is first come, first served. And I'm saying it before I show it because when you see it, it really will be an instant reaction. And I'm going to do it like so. Take a look at this.
Oh, wow.
3. A triple drop design of your multicolour amber. And again, you know, you've got all the colours that can make your jewellery stand out, from the lemons to the rich forest greens, almost olive green in that colour, isn't it? And then your cognac colours. All of this look. And I don't have 7 left actually. I've just been told I've got 6 chances left now already, and I haven't even talked about the price tag. That's because when the price comes in, I've already got web buyers acknowledging that they can't afford to miss out on this deal. Congratulations if you've already said yes. Sterling silver design. Now again, just to show you how the design is brought about, classified as a connector. So you've got your connector from the top with your open link, and then you've got your connector at the bottom, which is part of the actual curve and the fitting of the silver work. So it is a connector, but it's not a connector that has the same type of link on link. Tell you what you could do, I mean, to be cheeky, if you wanted to make your jewellery go even further and your money go even further, you know, these are essentially 3 separate pendants. Yeah. Can you see here? They're hinged just there. So if you wanted to make your money go even further, just snip off and you've actually got yourself 3 pendants.
Yeah.
I mean, that's if you want to make your money go even further. If you want to make your design, why not? I mean, they're all hinged. You've got the detail, so you have got that wearability for all manner of locations, you know, neck wear, wrist wear. That's going to be a sellout, obviously. Ovs. That was going to be a sellout deal. Let's go to... Oh,
this is beautiful.
Again, it's last of stock. Again, when I say last of stock, I mean 6 available. This is your literal, some of our most popular pieces, some of our most sought after pieces, and obviously down to our lowest of prices. If you would like to join us on this 6 of 6, and I often get asked, you know, when you say quantity, is that really what you've got left? Is it, have you actually got more? No, we would just literally, it is what it is. Especially on a day like today. Look, if I had 60, I'd give you 60 because I could sell 60, but I don't. I've got 6 of 6 available. So indulge, enjoy. Once it's gone, it's gone. And of course, because of Marius and his team's desire for evolution in terms of jewellery design, I can't guarantee we'll get this kind of design back in. So you've got to make the most of it while we've got it. I mean, if something's been really, really popular, we do try and reallocate, and we do try and renegotiate on a piece. But actually, often is the case, you'll just get a differential, a little change, a slight twist on the design, you know, because actually that makes it more personal, it makes it more individualized to your design, doesn't it? And you've got that quality of individually luxurious. A lot of sterling silver, not just about the centre stone here of amber, but for me it's about how much silver you're getting for the price tag that you're about to pay. If you would like to join us on this deal, how about that for a feature opportunity? Yeah. $14.95. And I mean, I just went straight to the neckline. That was my instant automatic. Where's this going to go? I think for me that's where you get the most conversation, because you've got that show-stopping look. But if you are looking about perhaps getting more for your money, especially in terms of wearability factor, put this on a longer chain and look, it's going to look even more striking, because I mean, I'm wearing a very simple black dress today, so really I'd probably want to get something against my, you know, my dress to kind of lift it from, you know, the simple black dress. And that, boom, you've got that focal point, you've got that signature look, haven't you? Another sellout deal there. $14.95 is all you pay. Straight to another big piece. Oh, now the thing is, what I like about this size is that it's really quite dramatic. However, because it's amber, it's really light. So if you want the drama, say for a pair of earrings, normally you'd have to expect that if you go for big, you go for loppy lobe look. I'm not a loppy lobe look. It just doesn't sit very well with me. I need to have, if I'm going for big earrings, they need to be light. They need to kind of look sophisticated against the ear. That's where this comes in, because you've got a huge centre stone of amber, you've got a beautiful framework of silver, but it's still light enough to not pull and drag on the ear. It's going to be really wearable. It's going to be one of those earrings that looks really good. So that's why, I mean, I'm looking at those. It's 2. I've got to go for 2.
Yeah.
And how many is there in stock? Okay, there's 4 in stock. Are you actually kidding, Beck? She says she is not kidding. She does not kid about quantity. I mean, no joke on that. Literally. She was really, very serious. I mean, I shan't ever question her again when it comes to quantity. That's just... I do not joke about quantity. Just to be clear, I'll joke about anything else, but not quantity. Oh, she says she doesn't joke about price. Oh. What a laugh a minute you are then, Bex. You know, welcome to the Late Show. What a laugh we're going to have. Can't laugh about the joke. Can't joke about anything other than anything to do with... Can't. In fact, let's just stop joke. Let's just get to it. That's it. Let's just get to it. We've got there an amazing... I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing.
I'm not.
$14.95 is all you pay. A huge size. And again, you know, you'd think to yourself, God, Vix, you suggested buying 2. But if you went to your boutique jewellers, or if you perhaps went to your department shops, and you started to look at this size of earring in a department shop concessions area, £30 wouldn't be the price tag. I mean, £30, I don't think that, you know, I can't suggest that this would be a traditional price tag of £30 for a pair. Maybe £30 for a solitaire. Oh, even then, not for this size. You know, this is a big centre stone, isn't it? This is a dramatic piece. So really, I think, you know, to suggest that you can make a pair of earrings for under £30 that looks this big and this dramatic, I think you'd be doing pretty well. Absolutely amazing opportunity on that one. Congratulations if you've got that deal. Right. Straight on. Somebody's just messaged in, and we've had 2 or 3 messages, which I'm sorry that we haven't had a chance to talk to you about. 5 minutes time. Everybody's asking when's the turquoise coming up. It's totally natural. It is the real deal. It's essentially what you'd call a collector's parcel of turquoise, and it's coming your way 5 minutes time from this extraordinary location, which really essentially is now no longer bringing anything from mine to fruition. So if you do want it, it's a real collector's treat. Wow! Oh, that's pretty.
Stunning. Oh, my auntie would love that.
So I'm going with the tulip, first of all.
Oh, that's stunning.
But you might actually want to wear it like that as well, because you actually might like to see that as almost, you know, like, or what they're called. What are those bells called? Those flower bells called? Oh.
Bluebells.
Yeah, like bluebell drops. It's not bluebells though, is it?
Snowdrops.
Yeah, like that style, isn't it? It's like the fluted formation. Or you might actually want to wear it like this, and you might want to wear it across the width of the wrist, because it's a big piece, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Really big piece. Again, this stock is just ludicrously low, but these are some of our most popular pieces. These are some of our most sought after opportunities. There's 4 left. That's it. Now, obviously, if we had more, we'd give you more. If we had the availability of more than 4, then we would be putting more than 4 in the stock list. Nope. It's yours for the taking. $29.95 is where we're taking. There's a lot of silver in this. I mean, let's not underestimate the size of the stones, but let's just acknowledge how much silver you're getting here as well. That's a big look for $21.95, a very big look. One of our most popular designs for the connector in the floral form. And I guess this gemstone really lends itself to floral designs, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. We've got autumn coming up, I'm sorry to say, and we'll be starting to
But beg your pardon?
Autumn or winter is
coming. Hang on a minute. I mean, we've got Becky, don't smile, don't laugh on price or quantity. Now we've got Katie. Katie going, the nights are drawing in, it's going to get chilly short. I mean, seriously.
Just saying, but just
I'll take a moment. I'm taking a moment just because I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm enjoying being warm. I like being warm.
Kind of, people start to wear more scarves and things, and I think this would look lovely as a brooch on a scarf. Is where I was going.
I'll take that.
I'm getting out. They've told me to get out.
I'm not having that. I mean, I'm not having the it's nearly autumn. I shall acknowledge it will be a beautiful brooch, but I shan't acknowledge the fact it's going on a scarf for autumn.
Okay.
Maybe it could be a pashmina on a summer's evening.
Well, there you go. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go with that one. A pashmina on a summer's evening, just to keep the chill off, as the sun sets over the sea.
All right there. You don't have to make up for it now. You don't have to make up. We were already there. We were already so let's set the scene and everything there. Sold out that. Congratulations if you got that going. That's a beautiful piece, that one. Let's go. Ooh, nice colour. Very nice colour.
Oh yeah.
That's a really
nice.
rich colour. So we've seen the golden colours, like the golden colours are often classified as cognac, but actually as you get richer, you get like a little bit more lusher, you then go into cherry colours, and this textbook cherry. I mean, that is absolutely classic to that cherry colour. And interestingly enough, it's probably got an edge of orange hue. It's got an edge of russet colour. It's a mix. Essentially, cherry amber is your richest colour of amber. It's that deeper tone, that more dramatic tone. I mean, if I just put alongside it, you'll see the contrast, just to see the differential. It's a pretty big differential between traditional colours and then the richer colours of this tone. I mean, not so much of a differential to perhaps some of your deeper cognac tones, but this takes you even further, doesn't it? It takes you deeper to that. That would look nice, actually. If you did a bracelet, if you got that connector, and you use the connector just there, and then you made that into a bracelet.
Oh yeah, stunning.
With those beads, and that's the right size, isn't it?
Yeah.
For this type of design, you've got the right size for it to sit. Maybe on the wrist, perhaps on the neckline. Either way, really strong design in terms of size of beads. 5mm in your Baltic cherry amber rounds. Stand length is 38 centimetres, so you've got plenty to work with in this design opportunity. Straight under 30. Last of stock though, very end of line. Everything's end of line. Everything's final availability. This is everything we've got. We've got less than 15 now in stock of this opportunity. And if you would like to join us, $29.95 is all you pay. We've got the turquoise coming up straight after this deal. So if you are looking for a little bit of an extra treat to work with this, you might actually like to play with these colourways and see them together. What a nice combination that is. You don't get to see amber and turquoise very often, but it does work, doesn't it?
It certainly does work.
I think perhaps the deeper colours, the cherry colours, where you've got that little bit more of a canvas colouring of the gemstone against that bright turquoise. And it is time for the turquoise, a very special treat for colour, and don't forget, totally natural, which makes it a very special treat indeed. This has got to be a star buy. What's extraordinary is that there are a number of articles at the moment about turquoise availability, and in particular that some of the most important mines have closed. And that includes the two most prominent mines in America. I'm just trying to see if I can find the article for you. Turquoise mines closed. I'm just typing it into a search engine because there's a really important article. Or the Financial Times. Okay. I'll just open it for you. So it's in the Financial Times, which I guess in some ways says it all about how important it is to identify these gemstones are something extra special. They are genuine gemstones. They have a heritage status. They have a legacy status. For many people, there's much more than that to them. But if I just show you the article, there you go. It says here, Financial Times. So it's in the FT, and you've got the turquoise demand soars as mines close. You can see their demand for the semi-precious rock has soared following the closure of important mines. And in this report, it talks about what those mines are. And interestingly enough, if I just read it to here, then it's one of the most important and influential designers of turquoise. Is talking about the price of it. The price has gone up a lot in the past, he says. In fact, prices have increased by as much as 100% in some cases. And then the report goes on, it says, so what is the reason behind the shift in price? Why has it gone 100% more expensive? It says here, it's difficult to get high quality natural rough. Natural, that's the important word. Natural is where you've really got something. And then it goes on to say, turquoise from the Sleeping Beauty mine in Arizona is now no longer available. It goes on to say that the mine was closed in 2012. I can tell you that is definitely still closed, because I know a team who went out there just about a year and a half ago. Everything's shut. Everything, nothing's coming from the mine. So everything that's coming into production here in terms of strands is from personal collections. People who have essentially bought this gemstone years ago and now selling it to trade. It says here some of the most prominent designers are working with this gemstone, which means then obviously it's a gemstone that everybody wants but not everybody can get. There's the price tag elevation, and then it says, it goes on to say, this gemstone location in America is a defining quality of turquoise. So you really have got this moment in time where you've got such important, subscription trading. Financial Times talking about the availability of this gemstone, the pricing of this gemstone. And of course, what's extraordinary is that we're actually talking about American sourcing. And that's not just the Sleeping Beauty location. That is also the Greenlee, Arizona mine as well, no longer in production. So you've got two highly sought after locations. One of the most significant is also the Bisbee mine in Arizona. Guess what? No longer supplying, no longer available, closed. And when they're closed, that essentially means that if somebody wants it, you have to go and try and find it in trade. It's not finding it from Earth or from Mother Nature, which is already a battle, but actually you're going even more into the difficulty, because now you're asking people who have held on to this gemstone. And, as I say, I've got a very well-known trader who I work alongside with, Russell Twyford, who's known as the turquoise guy, and he says, literally all I'm trying to do is tap into personal collections now. The deals that he makes are actually with not mine owners or even miners. It's actually just from people who love this gemstone, who've put it into their personal collection and are now trading into this gemstone. If you want this deal, and it is a genuine one-off opportunity, we are bringing you totally natural turquoise. The FT says totally natural turquoise sells at a very significant price tag. They're saying it's gone up 100-fold, 100 times more than what it used to be. And yet we can still guarantee that you're getting natural turquoise from this extraordinary location for $79.95. I mean, that's an amazing opportunity, isn't it? That really is the time to buy. You've got arrangement of size here, which gives you versatility of design opportunities. 10x7, great size, but 12x9. I mean, that's a calibration of a solitaire for a single stone design on the hand. If I give you that, look, I mean, that piece just sitting there, perfect. There's a perfect solitaire size, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I mean, if you want to break that down, $79.95. I couldn't even think about looking at this as what they're about going to be about £5 each, you know, £6-7 each. There's no way you'd go and buy a solitaire turquoise, natural US turquoise, for £7 in a piece of jewellery. It just wouldn't happen. And that's why this is such a huge opportunity. Make the most of the deal while we've got it. This is another limited stock event and it's yours for the taking. So go, go, go. If you want to do a bit of research, perhaps, you know, just reading that article, you want to know more about this gemstone, well, you've got a 30-day money back period. 30 days to make your decision. 30 days for you to send it back if it's not right. I think if you want to do any research on this gemstone and then you look at this price tag, you'll not be returning it. In fact, you probably kick yourself that you didn't buy more than one. If you would like to join us and you haven't already checked out your basket, now is your time to do so. This is your limited edition natural turquoise and it's all yours for the taking. We've got plenty more last of stock offerings. End of line deals continue with Amber straight after the break.
Did you know that if you go to JewelleryMaker.com and sign up to our mailing list, then you'll receive 10% off your first order with us. We'll also keep you updated with special offers, theme shows, program guides and Jewellery Maker tutorials. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
Jewellery Maker have an extensive range of DVDs for all abilities. Each of our mediums has an introductory DVD to help you get started. If you're already an experienced jewellery maker, we have a collection of projects and more advanced DVDs to take your designs to the next level. So visit our website for more information. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
It's the hottest time of the year. We're in the midst of a heat wave. The sun is shining. Everyone is lapping up the sunshine. So what are we going to do? Christmas in July? Yes, you've heard us. We're going to get you jewellery makers ready for the festive period with plenty of time to spare. We have a launch of carrier beads with Mark Smith, brand new Christmas charms, brand new Umbra jewellery boxes and displays, DVD launches. We've got a beautiful sterling silver angel wing pendant, sparkling micro-faceted rubies, the most amazing strand of Ethiopian opal plain rounds, and so much more. You need to be watching. It's gonna be a cracker. Get it? Cracker? Christmas cracker?
Buying from Jewellery Maker couldn't be easier. When we bring an item to you, all the graphics come on screen, and this gives you all the information that you will need to know, from the item code to the product description with all of the key information. Then the price comes on, and whether you join at the beginning or at the end of the offer, everyone pays the final on-screen price. So, when you see an item that you would like to buy, simply pick up the phone and dial our free phone number, and you'll get through to our UK-based call centre. Alternatively, you can join us at www.jewellerymaker.com and start your jewellery making journey today. Jewellery Maker, the one-stop shop for all your jewellery making needs. These are amazing.
I know.
These are absolutely amazing. You've got a showcase of quality here. I mean, a real showcase of quality. And I love the fact that in a round, it almost intensifies the beauty of the stone. I always think, you know, when we talk about cutting a gemstone, and you're cutting it to set it into a piece of jewellery, I always think the brilliant round cut is the most successful in intensifying the beauty of the gemstone, almost majestifying it. And I think actually in bead terms, the round does exactly that in this gemstone. I don't think it always works as well for other gemstones. You know, I always think that things like the briolette and things like that can do a lot for other stones, like aquamarine. I love aquamarine and briolette. You know, the bicone. I love that in something like black spinel because it has so much luster. So every gemstone has a perfect shape. For me, when I see the rounds in amber, I just think do you see what I mean? There's just something really intense about it, and they become nucleuses of liquid luxury. You know, there's just something inside each one of them that I just want to investigate. I just want to, and I think because it's a round, I think that you can investigate it, you know, and you can use them as separates. You can leave them as individual stones on their own, literally one on its own. I think on a bracelet, just holding to that look, just one like that, I don't know if it literally on it, or maybe on just a cord, you know, something as simple as that looks amazing. But because it's that shape and because it's that quality of amber, that's why it holds its own. Any other gemstone would probably look a little bit, you know, a little bit sad on its own. But actually, I think this gemstone looks majestic. I think it looks magnificent. And when you see it all together, well, there's no doubt it is a very special strand. Very special. So it's a 20cm strand. I know that we're showing you in the full round, which kind of gives you an impression that it's going to look great as a bracelet if you want to really indulge. But here you've got a combination of 12mm rounds. These rounds, these spheres, are just liquid gold of quality, absolutely intense quality, and it's a brilliant price tag. But again, let's not forget that these are some of our most popular pieces and now at our last of stock prices. This is literally everything we've got, and we're going straight down on the price tag. No dawdling. Lowest ever price tag coming your way. That is a serious deal. Only launched at one price tag, and that price tag was over £69. And we're now taking you to a last of stock warning offer. Last of stock, end of line, £54.95. Absolutely exceptional opportunity. £54.95.
Yeah.
And look at the size of them. Look at the distinction of them. I mean, how many are you getting? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 individual. And that could be 16 separate entities, isn't it?
Absolutely. Definitely the 16 individual pendants for me, without a shadow of a doubt. And I would just showcase them with a little bit of sterling silver wire and just do a little bit of wire weaving, just to kind of showcase it that little bit more. I
mean, when you look at it like this, I mean, when you start to think about it, every one of those holds its own, doesn't it? Every one of those. So you are right. Each one a pendant, each one a single look for the wrist. But either way, you're not going to look at that and see it as a piece of jewellery and go, that's going to be a £5 or that's going to be a £10. You think that this is going to be a considered purchase item.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, for me, it's definitely a money maker if you're making for selling on craft fairs or what have you, but also if you are just making for gifts and things like that, what a fantastic gift.
That one looks like it's got glitter inside it. Kerry, can you get any closer to that? If I just rotate around, can we show that? Honestly, it just looks like it's got glitter inside it. Can you see?
Yeah, it's like gold, like someone's sprinkled gold leaf inside.
That's
or something
exactly
like that.
what I
Yeah.
was thinking. I was thinking, well, you can't say that because obviously,
No.
like, we don't know what it is inside because every single gem will have something different inside it. But I tell you what, some of them, they really do look like they've just got flecks of gold inside them. They really do. Absolutely incredible. Truly magnificent. So how many of these did I say we've got on this strand? 17? 16. 16 divided by 54.95. What does that work out at? That's 16 divided by £55. What does that work out at, Bex? She's doing the calculator. Okay, she's getting there. £3.44 each. I mean, come on. You don't go and think that that is going to be less than a fiver's worth of a feature pendant. You don't. You can't possibly suggest that. I mean, it just doesn't work out that way. And yet that is exactly what we've managed to do. That is exactly what we've done for you. £54.95, 12 mil in size. And I think that's another part we have to identify. The size of these is really going to hold its own. They're really going to give you that kudos to the design that you're giving to your jewellery collection. And I think, you know, you might well be looking at this and thinking, this is all about just treating myself. Yes, we can work out gemstones per pricing and all of that if you're going to sell or gift, but in all honesty, there may well be a moment where you just go, actually, this is just what I want, this is just what I need, and you've got it for £54.95. Absolutely magnificent quality. And talking about quality, we are on end of line. We are very much in last of stock mode. Obviously, into the 8 o'clock hour. That means we've been going 26 hours of amber so far this weekend on our live shows only. Obviously, I'm just talking about live show exclusives. Obviously, the last couple of hours, our team were trying to make sure that we still had the something special going on, because that's a long time for us, one gemstone. And the way that they do it is literally going, right, let's bring you the best of the best, everything that's sold really, really well, everything that we've got in terms of last of stock, but let's make sure that we wipe out the quantities, let's give you the best prices, let's give you everything we can. So that's what you've got now, 2 hours where you can max out on last of stock. You know, we really are giving you end of line opportunities. Some of our most popular pieces that we've ever put to wear are now final single. Some of these are literally single quantities. We've just had deals that are 4s and 5s, but we want to show them because we want to make sure that if you love it, that you get it and that you don't miss out on these last of stock chances. And just like this one, you know, when you've got that wonderful detail of the fancy drop of your Baltic Cognac Amber Cabochon set. I think it's fair to say that most of your gemstones set into these pendants are cabochons, but every one's going to be different. Every single one has got its own platform of silver. As you can see here, I'll show you the back half of this design. So you've got the framework of the silver, just almost giving you a highlight to the shaping, because it's not a flat or a traditional pear shape here. It's a little bit more of a wisp of a shape, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know whether that's a word, a wisp of a shape, but you see what I mean. You've got that liquid-like form to it. $14.95, last of stock offering. Final chance to confirm on that deal, and rock bottom pricing coming your way. Ooh, I think this is the biggest one we've had so far tonight. And I know you like working with quite dramatic jewellery. You've got like a natural tendency to go creative on big pieces, haven't you? The thing is that I always shy away from that because I don't wear heavy or weighty jewellery. I just haven't ever got used to wearing that type of weighty jewellery. But this is big, but it's not going to be weighty.
No. It's not.
This
I
is
remember
perfect.
when I got my first piece of amber, and I actually didn't expect it to be as light as it was.
It's incredibly light, yeah. I mean, let's not forget it's resin. I mean, you know, when we talk about amber, we're talking about a natural organic resin. And the formation of this is fascinating. In fact, one of the books that I was reading, and I've brought it with me so I can show you the page on amber, because it talks about the resin form of this gemstone. Let me see if I can find it. 208. And this book, I pick up books all the time about gemstones. Wherever I am, I try. If I find a book, I just buy it, or I'll get it from the library. I've had a library book out for ages. I've had to keep on
love going
renewing
to
it and
that,
renewing
yeah.
it, because you know when you don't have time to finish a book, it's a gemstone book. So I'm not just reading a random book, but it's a gemstone book. I just haven't had a chance to finish it, and I had to finish it because it was so interesting that I need to buy it to then finish it. But here's the book. This is a concise guide to rocks and minerals. Really rather like this one because it's almost like a dictionary, because it's page on page of just introducing you to gemstones, giving you a little bit of information, not giving you too much technical info, but it's just giving you, some pertinent things to take on board. And you can see here how it talks about the resin formation. It says amber is a well-known organic material that is composed of fossilized tree resin. It is sought after both for ornamental purpose, such as gemstones, as well as by specimen collectors. Since resin is inherently sticky, amber often contains particles. And then it says, let me see where the part is amber is valuable material, but is often faked by unscrupulous dealers. Now, it's really important to identify that even in rocks and mineral guides, they suggest that you can get fakes and synthetics, because that's really important for us to say, right, you can go and probably pay something for something cheaper. And the reality is that you might not actually know that you're buying the real deal. For us, we can give you the guarantee. We can give you the security of buying in a very safe environment. And if you want proof of purchase, no problem. You can get a certificate of authenticity for just 25 pence additional to what you buy. Then you can get the certificate. And that certificate guarantees that this is the real deal, that it's totally Mother Nature's treasure of this amber, all the way from the Gdansk region. So you have got, you've got the real deal, you've got that resin in this amazing quality. But because it's resin, it's light. It's big, but it's light. And that means you've got so much. Now that's got to be the lowest price for this size before. That's got to be, is that the lowest ever price? Okay, that is the lowest ever price. That is one of the biggest pieces that we've got. And then we've just gone to the lowest price tag possible. $11.95 is all you pay. And I was just about to say that the nicest part about it is that because it is light, it gives you freedom to design.
Yeah.
If you want to work it with a heavy wire, if you want to work it into a feature piece, maybe you want to keep it light but keep it big. You can do that, can't you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, looking at that, I've got a design in my head, definitely. I would just wire wrap round the edge, and then I would bring the wire up and just encase that in, just to try and, a bit like the silver work that we have on some of the pendants, and try and frame it, but you don't want to hide too much of it because you need the light to travel through it.
I love this piece, and I think the price tag is absolutely amazing. $11.95 is all you pay. And what's great about this kind of piece is that it can really sit in all locations, can't it?
Yeah.
You could do something, and if you don't already have the inspiration, I know exactly what I'm going to do, but if you don't have the inspiration, I think it is one of the most inspiring gemstones once you've got it, because you start to appreciate the textures, you start to appreciate the internals, and every single amber will be different. So, what I'm showing you here will be different to the one that you'll get, because obviously nature's formed it in a different way. The internals are going to be different. The size is going to be the same though.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to, I don't know where I got that one from, so we'll go here. Let's go here. Oh, this is nice, vintage. This is vintage design. This is, and I guess because this gemstone has been so long revered for so many years, it has got the natural ability to be a vintage gemstone, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And especially when you've got this type of design of silver work, it almost embraces that heritage style of gemstone that it is. It's really got that almost. I would say this takes me to taking me to the Victorian, the little bit of detail around the edging, the richness of, and it's almost that it's got like a what's the word? Like a contrasting colour form in the silver work to really give it that vintage appeal as well. Rhodium plating, isn't it? That's the word I was looking for. You've got here your cognac, amber, sterling silver, 3-piece connector. Let me show you profile. Because again, I'm going to be a little bit naughty and just say, if you don't use these this is a 3 connector, what about just having 3 separate individual settings for amber? Because all these are jump rings. Can you see there? So I could open that jump ring right now, and then I'd have not 1, not 2, but I'd have 3 separate pendants. That could be 1 pendant, 2 pairs for an earring, and you're done.
Yeah.
So you've got a suite of jewellery. And again, there's no right or wrong with jewellery making. You might be buying 2 of these because you can see them in a drop style earring. You might buy 1 of them, break it up and make a pendant and a pair of earrings. You could do what you want. You might be thinking this is a feature wristwear look. That would look really nice actually, because it's hinged. That would look really nice on a nice classic wristwear design, wouldn't it? That would look great. I think it kind of almost has that movement, that little caressing of the skin where you can really see how it works. And you don't need to do a lot really. Bit of chain, add a clasp, good to go. Good to go. All yours for the taking. You could do, wow. That means you could get a suite of jewellery, because I'm thinking break it up and making a pair of earrings a pendant. I mean, you're talking about £12.95, so what's that? 4, 8, 12. So £4.33. £4.32, beg your pardon, for each one of those. So £4.32 for the pendant, and then £8.60 something for the pair of earrings. And you're then adding on, you know, a clasp here, a chain there, and perhaps a shepherd hook for the earrings. So you really have got the chance to be able to max out at that price tag. These are obviously end-of-line deals. These are last-to-stock opportunities. Want it, go for it. Don't mess around. Don't hold back on this offer. Congratulations if you've got that one. Next up, we have got for you...
Aww.
Nice.
That's really sweet.
Sweet. Oh, this is going to be a gorgeous bracelet charm or necklace charm. Or, oh, little pair of earrings. Oh. Oh, I really like. I'd buy a pair of these. I'd go for earrings. I started going, oh, I'm going to wristwear, and then I started, oh no, what about? And then I was sort of no, it's obvious. I'm going to go for a pair of earrings for these. I love this. Now it's actually a connector, which is rather nice, because it's not just that you've got one link, you've actually got 2 links, which means then you've got the chance to be able to really play with the design that you want to create for your jewellery. And again, that's why you're buying from us. You know, I'm not going to suggest that you can't get other gemstones from other places. You can't get amber from anywhere else. But what you're buying from us is the consideration of jewellery making ingredients. We are 100% dedicated to jewellery making. We're not even dedicated to other crafts. You know, we're jewellery maker. We are who we are, and all we do is jewellery making goods. We don't give you we don't distill or dilute our passion for jewellery making by then adding in homeware, or we don't add you in the addition of crafts of decoupage and things like that. What we bring you is all we bring you, jewellery maker goods, and therefore we do the very best at that very good quality. And I think that's the difference, isn't it? Because if we started to dilute and add other crafts in, I'm sure we'd be really good at it, but actually what we then do is not have as much focus on this kind of high-class product.
Yeah, I mean, our relationships with all the people that we do work with probably wouldn't be as solid because we're concentrating on other things.
Yes,
so,
exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, and I think, you know, when you've got that thoughtfulness of it being not just a single loop, which would look great, but actually because we've got that thoughtfulness of this is jewellery maker, we want to make sure this is a jewellery maker goodie, then you've got that double link, that double connector form, which makes it even more practical, even more workable into your designs. Cute as you like. I love it. I love it. £6.95. And if you see the quality of this, I mean, look at the workmanship that's gone in. Not just in the beauty of the amber, but actually look at the silver craftsmanship. Look at the intricacy. Can you see it's even got little antennae and everything at the front there? I mean, we have really gone to town on this for £6.95. A lot of detail. More people multi-purchasing than they are single buying right now. More people multi-purchasing 3 than I have buyers who are buying just 1. So there you go. That's obviously an instant on this one. This is a multi-purchase moment, especially at this price tag. We're really facilitating that. This is an end-of-line showcase. We've now got 1 hour and 40 minutes of live show end-of-line opportunities. Everything that we've been given this hour and everything we've got till 10 o'clock is end of line, last of stock, buy it while we've got it. It's some of our most popular pieces, but it's also some of our final quantities available. Right then, let's go to another big deal. Oh, I'm going to go for a big stretch, and let's bring you. This is nice. This is a nice pair of earrings. I think I just need a pair of shepherd hooks. In fact, could I grab some shepherd hooks, please? Have we got any shepherd hooks? Yeah, that's it. Look, if I just, can I just get you to do that? Just one, I'll just have one, right in there. I just want to show you the shape of this. And just literally, and this is how quick it's going to be for you to make a pair of earrings. Drop them on, pop it in. Oh, these are going to multi-purchase. Look at this. Look at, I mean, that's the amazing thing about JewelleryMaker. If you're ever watching for the first time and you think, oh, it's going to take forever to learn, I mean, that just shows you how quickly you can make a pair of earrings. That really does give you the sense of, and can you see how gorgeous that's a gorgeous pair of earrings.
Yeah. That is lovely. Because of the way that that's set as well, the light just...
And that's why, as soon as I saw it, I go, I'm gonna have to see it against the ear, because then I've got that movement of light through the gemstone, and of course it's that round again, isn't it? And we know the round really does its best with this gemstone. Oh, and a price tag that makes it, see, now I wish I was at home buying, because I'd just buy a pair of those, no bother, literally a wink of an eye, and you've got a pair of luxury earrings, and everybody, you can imagine the compliments you're going to get. £5.95, which means what, for less than £12, add in the sterling silver shepherd hooks, so that's adding in maybe another £1.50, something like that, max on that deal. Not even that, says our team, not even that for £1. Okay, congratulations, on and gone. Do you want your shepherd hook back? I'll just leave that there for you, and then you can take it off if you don't mind, Katie. Thanks very much. In fact, I'll take it and I'll tidy up. I'm trying to be good and tidy up at the same time. So, right, where do we go? Okay. Oh, hang on. We've got so many deals going on that literally I've just got everything stacked up because we've got so much to fit in. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, it's like a ruban heart, isn't it? Ruban. Ruban. In the juries, ruban means ribbon. And it's if you go to France, a lot of the designs have got the ruban finish. It's got that ribbon-like formation where you've got almost the wrapping of the gold work, or the wrapping. So instead of having a flat, static, perhaps a bale, they'll have the ruban style, so they'll have that flow of quality. And you've got that ruban style here, haven't you? Ruban. I'm sure that's not how they say it in France. I do that, I just try and give it an accent. Ruban. Ruban. I like the fact. I'm literally just, that's just how I would say it. But, you know, that might not be how you actually say it in French at all.
Well, it might be.
It might be.
I'm not even going to attempt it.
Ruban. Ruban. But you've got that, do you see what I mean by you've got that ribbon-like floor? You've definitely got that wrapping, like liquid form. But instead of liquid, it's definitely ribbon-like. It's got that gorgeous detailing. And then, of course, you've got the heart formation. You've got the gemstone. You've got it all going on. For £6.95. It is one of our most popular pendants, and of course what's nice about this is that we're giving you the last chance to get hold of it at the rock bottom price tag of £6.95. You've got the chance, and it is end of line. Everything that we have, everything we've got is last of stock. I've got 2 chances left on this. It'd be a nice gift, wouldn't it?
Yeah, beautiful.
You know, simple, classic birthday present. Happy birthday. Ruban. You could do that, couldn't you? I've got the ruban style for you. That's it. Right, where shall we go to next? Let's go to... Oh, no. Now it's a bit of... It's a bit dangerous because everything's perched. And I mean, literally, it is perched. So if you hear a big clatter, it's because I've knocked everything over. In fact, I'm so anxious I'm going to move that over there. When I first saw this, I was like, oh, beautiful pendant. And actually... it's not just a pendant, is it? Take a look. And it is a hidden design, actually, because if I profile that, you can see that you've got that wonderful bale, but then you've got the flag. And the interesting thing is that if you're just getting started in jewellery making, you would go, well, why is it not facing the same way? Why have they got one facing that way and one facing that way? I don't understand. But actually, if you then start to jewellery make, you then go, Will you just explain to us why it's important to have the different angles?
The one on the top, obviously, is for if you are going to either pop it onto a necklace or anything like that. You want your pendant to be facing outwards. If it was on the side, it would obviously be facing sideways. So
Yeah.
that's why we have that on there. And then the one on the bottom is actually, you could attach a number of things to these. So you could either have a pearl hanging off, or you could have one of the nuggets that we've got here, or shards hanging off of here. So this is a really nice opportunity to connect another gemstone to the end of this, or even if you wanted to connect a multitude of chains and have a tassel or something.
Ooh, we like a good tassel, don't we?
So yeah, you know, it's just a great way of utilising your pendant and kind of letting it sit properly on the, you know, either on the décolletage or even on your wrist.
I think that's a really important identification. It's again going back to this is designed for you to get the best out of your jewellery. So we obviously work with an amazing team over in Poland who create and craft and hand make these pieces, so that you really do get that absolute guarantee of workability and luxury and professional finish. So, you know, these are all the considerations are already put into place for you. So the quality of these pieces is absolutely a credit to a whole team of thoughtfulness that goes into this. $14.95 is all you pay for this gorgeous feature design. It is a connector. I'd call it also a pendant, because I think it can be both. And it's all for you for $14.95. Two left. That's all I've got. Two left. Again, these are end of line opportunities. That's going to go. That'll be a sellout. End of line means last of stock, which means be quick. If you see something that you like, just react. You get a 30-day money back period, so even, you know, if it's not right when you get it home, you can send it back, but then at least you know you don't miss out, because missing out is not nice to miss out. And now we're going to our very special butterfly charm. It's our first piece that we've got in our yellow gold finish, and actually I think amber is one of the truly unique gemstones that no matter what setting you put against it, silver, gold, rose gold, it is one of the most versatile coloured gemstones.
Yeah, definitely. And with the gold, it's so warm, you know, and with the silver, it just adds that different element to it. But with the gold, it's really warm. It just adds a real warm tone to it.
Yeah, so the sense of luxury instantly when you see this, don't you? You just get that. And I also think that the yellow gold can really lift the texturing inside the gemstone. It almost accentuates it, doesn't it? You've got that accent of quality in this combination, because you've got a combination of cognac, lemon and green amber in your formation of your butterfly wings. And I think the nice thing is that, you know, you've got that gold plating on top of the sterling silver. Essentially, that's two layers of luxury, not just one layer of luxury. It's a double layering. I mean, we're almost heading towards a Viennetta of luxury, aren't we? Oh. Absolutely good Viennetta.
Oh, nice.
We've got the final 5 available. £16.95 is all you pay. If you could choose any ice cream flavour, what would you be?
Pralines and cream.
Oh, really? Nice. Raspberry Ripple. But I'd always have to follow the raspberry. If you ever got a raspberry Ripple as a kid, right? I used to get into trouble for doing it, and I remember one point, and I was always a really good kid. I'm one of those that, polished the halo, probably really annoying to a sister who wasn't always so good. But I was one of those good kids. And the only thing I wasn't so good at was with raspberry Ripple, because if there was raspberry Ripple in the house, I'd just follow the Ripple, and then my mum would go, "You've done it again," like that. "Sorry, Mum, it's just vanilla now." Yeah. What would you guys be? What would you be? What ice cream flavour?
I just like vanilla.
Vanilla.
With, strawberry sauce.
Vanilla with strawberry
and,
sauce.
Sprinkles.
Yeah. Nice. And a 99. You have to have the flake in. Nice. Anybody else? What flavour would you be? Pistachio. Little bit nutty. That's fair. We'll have that. A little bit. But is that pistachio, isn't it? Pistachio's the green one, isn't it? Is that the one with the little bits in? Is that right? Yeah. Or am I thinking of mint choc chip?
No, pistachio's green.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right then. And what are we going for? Choc chip. Nice. Yes, it's a classic, isn't it? There's so many flavours these days, though, isn't there? There's so many options.
Yeah.
So many options. And they say, I can't eat dairy anymore. So I haven't had dairy for about 20 years. So I just can't remember the taste of what ice cream really tastes like. So I'm a sorbet girl. And so whenever we go to an ice cream stand, right, my children are so sweet because they get so excited. Oh, Mummy, there's sorbet. I'm going, I know, another frozen fruit. Shan't complain. Let's go with, now I did these in the green yesterday, Wipeout. I mean, literally, we could have just sold so much more. So if you do want these, this is going to be following in the same vein, because the green soda, actually I think I did them later on in the cognac colour as well, so this would be a great complement. I know these are the cherry colours, and you're going to get 10 of these, 10, and they're classified as square, and we had a bit of a debate, right? Now it says soft square. Now in the gem trade, for me, soft square is actually a cushion. Cushion shape is what you've got here. So I'm going to talk to them about that, because I think really, if you're looking at that, you're looking at a cushion shape. Can you see? Because it's got the rounded, so it's square, but then with a rounded, it is a cushion shape, isn't it? So soft square, I get that, but actually in reality, maybe it needs to be called a cushion shape. But you've got 10 cushion shapes in this gorgeous cherry amber. If you've got the green, if you've got the cognac, this is a perfect, and I will say to you, okay, wow, are you really allowed to go that low? Right, okay, you're going to have to be really quick on this. You're going to have to be seriously quick on this deal. You've got 10 of these gorgeous connectors. And we're going to go to less than £1.80 each. Less than £1.80 each. Now, we were talking about this and we were just like, God, there's just so much to be done. There's so many opportunities to design. Whether you're going to go with perhaps a full wristwear, you know, take all 10 and just make something really indulgent. For £17.95, that's amazing. Perfect. But actually the size of these, you might actually be inclined to just go with a really nice sweet ring. 10 rings, costing you less than £1.80 for the main feature. And even if you sold them for, what, a £5? Oh, goodness me. I mean, I can't imagine many people going, yeah, I'm going to sell a cherry amber, natural cherry amber, sterling silver ring. I'm going to sell it for a £5. I mean, that just doesn't sit right, does it? That is just not right. But that's exactly what we've done. Absolute treat and a half. £17.95 is already paid. On, gone. On, gone. That's just the way it is on these deals. Right then, where shall we go? Oh, hang on a minute. We're going over here again. Okay. Next up. Ooh. Ah, look.
Yeah,
it's that double-sided design again, isn't it? Double-sided design again. I'm going to show you both sides. Let me show you the amber first, as it's Amber Day, and then I'm going to show you how you're going to be able to use this in essentially both ways. So you've got this fantastic design where you're just absolutely embracing the gemstone. Oh, 100% embracing the gemstone. And then, if I just drop it to the other side, look at that. Beautiful. For the detail. For the actual gallery of the silver work. It's a full sun, isn't it? It is a full sun design. If I show you something though, the way that it's been designed is really clever, because the bail sits just slightly at an angle, which means that you can wear this like that, and you can wear it like this. So you can essentially wear one piece of jewellery but make it look two different ways. Now that's great if it's perhaps for a pair of earrings, because it means that if you've got the movement, you're going to see both sides and you see different textures and different looks. But actually for those of you who want more for your money, and who doesn't want more for your money, the reality is that we've got so much more freedom to be able to get two looks for the one price tag.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Make your money work. I mean, that's what I always think is that £8.95 is already paid. Now again, multi-buying on this deal. Again, more people multi-buying than I have single buyers on this deal. And of course, because we are last of stock, because this literally is end of line, multi-buying means that the quantity is disappearing much quicker than it would normally move. That's why you're seeing things that literally, I'm showing them, they're on, then they're gone. It's because they are last of stock and more people are multi-buying than not. If you would like to join us, £8.95 is all I pay. Congratulations, Jacqueline, you've got yours. I've got Linda confirmed on this. Congratulations, Rosette, you've got yours as well. £8.95 for one. So that means we're talking less than £20 for the pair, and that would be a rather special pair of earrings when you've then got so much detail to enjoy in the silver. And I really do like the thoughtfulness of that bail that just shifts a little bit further. I mean, normally a bail sits very flat, but actually because they've given that a little bit more curvaceousness to the bail, it means that it can be a two-sided piece of jewellery, can't it? £8.95 and final chances to confirm. Now, if you've already bought from us today, good news, you're adding to your order. One postage and packaging for the whole day. If you have perhaps even just joined us a half an hour ago, maybe just the last deal, you paid your postage and packaging, add it on. If you joined us at 8 o'clock this morning, first live show deal, 8 o'clock, you're adding on to that postage and packaging. 1p for the whole day. You know, the one thing I'll always say is that when you come into to JewelleryMaker, always remember that we do try to push the boundaries. And if you then go and buy elsewhere, don't be caught out, because other places don't always do what we do. Lots of other places don't charge you one postage and packaging for a whole day of items. And you know what I've told you about with my moment of lapsing of that. And you know, still on the fridge. I even cleared the fridge out. Did you hear what I did?
No.
Son's birthday, paper cups. How old is he? You're so funny. Because I don't know. Son's birthday, buying yellow paper cups because we were doing, you know those stackable bricks? Those very well-known stackable bricks. And I was making yellow paper cup faces of that said brand. Right, so I did that. So I bought 10 paper cups, bought them online, and had bought other things for the party at the same time, thinking that they were all coming from one place, right? So I didn't actually check the postage and packing for each distribution, right? Thinking they were all coming together, because my head's here. I've worked here for a long time, so my head sits, that's how it works. Didn't even acknowledge the fact that they came when they did, right? Did the party and everything like that, and then got a bill through, and I went, what's that? I don't even know. I can't even remember what I bought for the party, right? £29 for postage and packing. For paper cups. For paper cups. And you want to know then what happened? Next week, went to the pound shop, there was some yellow paper cups there. £29. So as punishment, to punish my head, to punish myself to not forget, I have now the invoice of 29 postage and packing on my fridge freezer so that I don't forget.
Well, this is,
Punishment. A punishment. Didn't tell the husband for weeks. I mean, literally just couldn't. You know, when you kind of go, how do you mention that you spent £30 on something that really essentially was for paper cups?
Yeah.
Right then, let's go on. So anyway, just to clarify, we don't do that. One postage and packaging for the whole day. The moral of the story is buy from JM, but we don't sell paper cups. Not yet. If we did, they'd be on one postage and packaging, that's for sure. Right then, let's go straight on. We are bringing you here a fantastic drop connector. Oh, that's a nice bulbous feel, isn't it?
Lovely.
That's a nice. We've seen some nice drops, but actually they've all been quite long and thin, whereas this is a little bit more wider, which actually means for me, I'm thinking it's going to be a little bit bigger. It's going to have a little bit more drama to it. You've got perhaps a little bit of a chance to really play with the size of this into a different way of your design. I mean, you could layer alongside it. Maybe you have got a couple of drops already and you could drop them alongside the connector, you know, keep on adding and creating detail. Final chances to confirm on this one. Final chances. Beg your pardon? Beg your pardon? I mean, you've got so much silver here. It's not just about the amber. As much as obviously we're in amber day and this is last of stock amber, the reality is this is not just about the amber. This is about getting the luxury of so much silver that holds that luxury wide base gemstone. The bigger a gemstone, the more silver it needs. I mean, we can't underestimate that this is absolutely pushing that boundary in terms of size, which then pushes the boundary of luxury all the way. $6.95. Absolutely stupendous. I mean, you know, I was saying about, you know, maybe multi-layering it, and you could actually do drop on drop. See what I mean by the different shapes where you can really work with those. But we're pricing to make sure that you can multi-purchase. We are pricing so that you can get more than one of these different drops and stars together, so you can really get that texture and you can really get that design element to your jewellery. $6.95. I mean, do you want to see it on the neckline for size-wise? It holds its own, doesn't it? But I'm thinking, you know, this price tag, you can add, you can give more detail, you can give more of a flourish to the look. It looks great though, doesn't it?
It does.
I mean, that's going to look fabulous. Maybe a little tassel, perhaps a little pearl at the drop, a little teardrop pearl would look nice. $6.95. $6.95 is already paid. Hold those phone lines and congratulations if you got that one. Next up, we are going to... Ooh. Now, we've done a piece very similar to this and it's sold out very quickly. Have I picked up the right piece? Because this is very similar. A connector. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, hang on. It's probably me not putting it in the right box. I was thinking that's sold out. I know that's sold out because we... Right, this is your charm. This is a nice charm. Nice thing about this is that you could put that just on a classic silver chain. You know, like the chain that you've got coming in the next kit, you know, that you've used. I actually think that would look great on a nice thick solid Belcher chain. That would look really, really lovely. Maybe on the wrist you could imagine it as well. Or if you're working with cords and threads and you like to do the likes of macrame braiding or kumihimo braiding, this would look really nice as perhaps a signature charm to a nice thick braid, wouldn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I would definitely have this just on its own with some nice macrame stitches on either side and just let that speak for itself.
Yeah, it's a really pretty charm, this one. I think it's one of my favourites. And it's all yours for the taking. Oh, it's very limited in stock, though. This is one of our most limited opportunities on our charm deals. There's only 17 available. Oh, head to your charm shop, see if they do amber charms, and I can pretty much guarantee they're not going to suggest that they'll do this kind of grade of amber for $7.95. No. I personally, I don't have a charm bracelet, so I don't do a huge amount of charm research, but when I have seen charms, I'm pretty stunned by how much they charge for charm. I was on an aeroplane a couple of weeks ago, and they sell charms, separate charms on this aeroplane, and they do like special exclusives, you know, aeroplanes exclusive charms, and like, you know, when you look at them, you go, oh, how much? And I literally just kind of, oh, my goodness me, you know, but there's no gemstones in there. I mean, this is super special, a super opportunity that we have for you. If you do want to join us, yours for the taking for just $7.95. So perhaps your price research is as simple as going to a search engine, typing in charms, no, put amber, genuine amber, sterling silver charms for less than £10. See what comes up. I'm sorry, but your search cannot reveal anything. I think that's it. If it is, then the reality is that the only place that'll come up is probably us, JewelleryMaker. $7.95 is already paid, and obviously this is for us a real treat. But once it's gone, it's gone. This is one of our most popular charms, and again, not likelihood is the likelihood of us recreating this is nominal. You know, very, very unlikely. But if you would like to get hold of it, you have got the chance for £7.95. Congratulations. Right, next up, we're going to... Oh, now then, we did the large sunflower. Now we've got the smaller sunflower connector, and I've got 8. everything that we're doing, you might be thinking, why is she telling me the quantity all the time? Because it's all end of line. It's all last of stock. I mean, literally, the chances are that you won't see any of these deals again. The chances are, once they're on, they're gone, and the repeat of these is highly unlikely. So it's first come, first served. The reason I'm giving you quantity information is because I want you to know what we have is all we have, and I don't want you to miss out. This is your very own cognac amber daisy connector. Lovely solid sterling silver design on this one with the double connector, which gives you the freedom. I mean, that would be a great ring, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would. That's
You know, if you just wanted to give it a little bit of a curve, which you could do in a very simple shift, because it's silver, it does still have a little malleability to it. So if you did want to give it a little curve and then use those connectors either side to add in a thread or a wire shank, you could do that, and that would look great. I mean, it wouldn't sit very nicely like that, but as I say, with just a little, I really want to try that. You can tell, can't you? I really want to see that as a curved piece of jewellery, because I could put that on my hand very happily, and it would sit very nicely. But if you tried to buy, you know, an amber ring with that type of detail, you're not going to hand over $6.95, are you? I mean, certainly not to my expectations of price tag. And it is that price tag. I've just been told the quantity disappearing at a rate of knots. And of course, max out on these deals because you can multi-purchase. You know, what I love is that often is the case, I make a piece of jewellery for myself. And when I get the first compliment, it often comes when I say, oh, I've made this. They go, can you make me one? Yeah. And actually, often is the case, is that when it's from a strand and things like that, I can go, oh yeah, I can make you one. But with something like this, the answer's no unless you multi-purchase. The answer is, and then the thing is then you go, oh, but Vix, then I'll have it in stock and I might not, I'm only just making a ring. Well then, the nice thing is that you wear it as a ring, wear it for a couple of weeks, even a couple of months, a couple of years, as well as you want, and then go, actually, I'm going to make it into a pair of earrings because you've got that second one just waiting there, ready to be made. So actually, I'm going to make a pair of earrings, wear them, enjoy them, a couple of weeks later, a couple of months later, okay, actually, I'm going to go for a pendant and a matching bracelet. Great, you could do that because you can change what you want to wear when you want to wear it. And the cost is $6.95 for the main ingredient. Absolutely fantastic. Excuse me, I'm going to cough. Pardon me. Okay, onwards we go. Where shall we go next? Let's go to... Ooh. Wow.
Oh, that is nice.
Wow. Oh, that's gorgeous. Now, it's almost got an Asian influence to the detail of the silverwork. I'm going to show you both sides of the silverwork as well, because again, Marius and the team absolutely nailing the decorative detail of the silverwork in this design. Here's a connector. Excuse me, I'm going to have a little drink. Apologies. So you've got here, you've got that lovely, how would you describe that? Vent formation? I can't think of the way that, you know what I mean, don't you?
Like the shutters.
Yes, the shutters. That's exactly what I'm thinking. I don't know what they're called. There must be a specific name for them. Hang on, I'm going to see if I can find out the name, because there must be a specific name for them, mustn't there? Like blinds. Let's have a look. What they're called, just so I can find out, because there must be a specific name for them. I've obviously not looked at the right information. Don't think I've typed in the right words for that one. Let's move on from that. You've got here, so you've got that lovely grid formation, almost lattice-like formation within the top and the bottom, and then you've got the extension of that. But can you see through, because you've got such a transparent gemstone, you can actually see that that is reflected in the silverwork at the back as well. And this is what I mean by, when you're buying quality, you don't just buy the quality from the top profile or the half profile. You want it all to have that luxury. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, nice. Adam's suggesting it's almost got that samurai quality about it. Yeah, I can see that. Absolutely stunning detail. $17.95 is all you pay. Huge look as well. I mean, probably one of our largest drops that you've got here. The size of that centre stone has got to be one of the most significant. The actual connector itself is 50 by 12, so this has got to be a decent proportion of 50, so that's got to be, what, 30 dizzying drop, hasn't it? So, in fact, let's just have the ruler of truth just to find out what we're talking about, because this is quite a prominent size of a. What would you reckon? Top to bottom? That's just shy of 3, isn't it? Just shy of 3 centimetres from top to bottom. And that's just the gemstone on its own. And the reason that I'm just breaking it down like that is, again, we create the connector. You can then choose whether you want to have that perhaps as just a centre stone and you want to use the silver edition connectors as something different. Maybe that's a pair of earrings, and maybe that's a pendant for the neckline. And maybe you want to wear it as a double-sided pendant. You know, you've got so much potential. There is no right, there's no wrong. If you want to break a piece of jewellery up, if you want to break this connector up and make it into 3 parts, fine, because it's yours for the taking, it's yours for your design considerations. Fabulous look, absolutely magnificent opportunity there, and as I say, very much last of stock offering, and we have got another treat for you. Embellishing of silverwork really can maximise on the beauty of the gemstone that sits before you, and that is exactly what you've got here. Look at this for that embellishment. What's interesting is the sound when this falls is so different to any other gemstone. I mean, if I drop a gemstone like this, if I drop this,
you can hear the lightness of it.
The lightness of it,
Yeah.
and it. Please do know that this is genuine amber, and I think, you know, especially if you're buying and you've never worked with amber before, you might kind of go, well, that doesn't feel very heavy. It doesn't feel heavy because it's not meant to feel heavy. It's not a gemstone that has a crystal formation like quartz or amethyst or anything like that. This is an organic gemstone formed from tree resin and millions of years old. I mean, literally, we're talking probably a minimum of 5 up to 50 million years old. So this is such an extraordinary addition to your gemstone designs. But it is going to be different to anything. If you've never worked with it before, it is going to feel different. It is going to work differently in terms of the presence on the neckline if you're wearing this as a pendant, or, you know, because it has got weight differentials, it has got detail differentials. In fact, look at that silver work there. Look at all of that. It's pretty special, that, isn't it? Pretty special for just $12.95. Absolutely glorious look that you have there. Stay on the phone lines. Very, very busy on these deals. They're on and they're gone. Everybody's getting the vibe that these are literally buy it while we've got it. Even more so with our next star buy. Oh, multi-purchase paradise. Oh, there's no interest in my mind that you're going to buy one. I mean, no way that you're going to buy one, because you've got this elongated cabochon that's going to sit to perfection to the flanks of the finger, to perfection as a cuff-style bracelet, to perfection as a centre stone for the necklace. I mean, this is minimum 3 in my mind. My mind's going, gosh, a 3 would be just about enough on this quality. Absolutely bless me. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Do beg your pardon. For all the dogs and cats that have just ran out of the room, I do apologise for scaring your animals. And yourself, if you're watching and I scared you, sorry. It came from nowhere. Look, at least you know it's live. At least you know this is live television, you know, that we have no delay at all. So if I sneeze, I sneeze. You've got here 10 by 26 in this cabochon drop. And this really is workable luxury amber, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. For me, I would definitely wire work this, and I would sort of turn it into a bit like an Eye of Horus. Is it? Yeah, Eye of Horus, yeah. And use my wire work just to create a real Egyptian piece, and this would just be
like that, and wrapping around it.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Absolutely good. That is just exactly what that says to me.
And I love the fact that you've really got that light play here, haven't you? You've really got that golden range of colour coming through. Stunning gemstone, absolutely fabulous, but even more so, I mean, I put it straight to the hand and just thought, because you like making feature rings, I know you do, you know, that could be a striking centerpiece to the hand, couldn't it? I mean, that could be something that people will instantly go, wow, you know. And to be proud of something you've made is not just about what you've designed, it's what you've maximised on, and you've maxed out on making the most of this in whatever form, whether it is, as you say, a pendant or a wristwear piece or a hand piece. You've got that luxury look. Me, I'm thinking you're buying multiples. I don't think that this is just a single purchase offer. And I have to say, so far on our Cabochons, we've had people buying multiples of 3s and 4s. As minimum quantities go, that's the kind of average quantity we've seen. And that's why, because of the pricing. Because the pricing is so good on our Cabochons. Because they're not silver set. The pricing of the Cabochon is absolutely rock bottom. Absolutely leading you to giving you the chance to max. Now, the good news is, if you do want to work with sterling silver alongside this gemstone, the next kit, we're bringing you 2 lots of sterling silver wire. So if you do want to marry it together with the luxury of silver, and I guess, you know, for many of us, this is a gemstone that demands to be worked with in silver. If you want the silver wire to do that same encasing that Katie just talked about, or you want your own idea of what you want to do, sterling silver wire works alongside a feature of amber in the next kit in the next hour. So if you do want to join us on this piece, don't forget, add it to your order now and then get the wire in the next hour, and you've paid the postage and packing, all ready to add as many times as you like. A real treat of a deal on this one. Love that extended formation to give you that complement of looking good in every way you design it with it. To the hand, to the wrist, to the neckline, it's all good to go. Free phone number is what you're dialing at the bottom of the screen. Join us at JewelleryMaker.com if you prefer. $7.95 and then 2 lots of wire, sterling silver luxury coming your way. And we've worked out that essentially on the price of this kit, we're kind of giving one of those wires away for free. We kind of worked out that the price tag doesn't make a huge amount of sense, other than we're about to give a metre of sterling silver wire for free. Yeah, let's just say next hour you don't want to miss out on, and it's all coming up, so don't go anywhere.
Our brand new Get Started with Jewellery Maker page has been created to provide help and guidance for jewellery making newbies. If you need design suggestions, hints and tips, or help with perfecting your jewellery designs, we're here to help. Head over to facebook.com/getstartedwithjm, where our talented in-house designers are happy to answer your jewellery making questions, offer inspiration, and get you started in your jewellery making journey. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
It's the hottest time of the year. We're in the midst of a heat wave. The sun is shining. Everyone is lapping up the sunshine. So what are we going to do? Christmas in July? Yes, you've heard us. We're going to get you jewellery makers ready for the festive period with plenty of time to spare. We have a launch of carrier beads with Mark Smith, brand new Christmas charms, brand new Umbra jewellery boxes and displays, DVD launches. We've got a beautiful sterling silver angel wing pendant, sparkling micro-faceted rubies, the most amazing strand of Ethiopian opal plain rounds, and so much more. You need to be watching. It's gonna be a cracker. Get it? Cracker? Christmas cracker?
We've checked it, we've triple checked it, and we're still going to do the price tag. Just to put it out there, we have tried. We're going out. We're going out on a limb. I mean, we are on last hour of the live show here on JM for our weekend of Amber, and we're going to give you a pretty epic deal as our final kit of the weekend. I mean, it's pretty almighty, and I don't think that you're going to suggest that the average price point for what we're about to do is the price that you're actually going to pay. I'm going to start with the Amber, but I'm going to remind you that this kit comes with 2 lots of sterling silver wire. So anybody who's been asking, I've had quite a lot of messages, because obviously we've shown you so many goodies that then you want to kind of translate that into jewellery, and we haven't given you too many findings this evening, which means that if you want findings, that's the first thing I want to say. If you want findings, go to JewelleryMaker.com. Loads and loads of opportunity for you to get lots of different differentials. We have findings packs, we have individual types of findings. If you want jump rings, we can give you jump rings. If you want shepherd hooks, you can get shepherd hooks. So go to JewelleryMaker.com. You can add alongside everything that you get from the live show. You can add at the same time. They're not separate entities. We're all as one conglomerate, which means that you can purchase whatever you want in terms of findings and threads and cords and tools, anything like that that you need. Do all of that and then buy from us with what we're showing you now, and it all goes into one postage and packing, and you can make sure you get what you want. But this, I know you've all been asking, wire, sterling silver wire is coming your way, and that sits alongside this absolutely gorgeous owl charm. That's so cute.
It's really sweet.
It's absolutely stunning. And the thing is that this is one of the largest of our pendants of Amber. This is certainly one of our most significant. We've done a number of different animal charms for this gemstone, but this is one of the biggest. This is one of the most prominent pieces, and therefore it should be one of the most expensive. It should be one of the most costly of our pendant charms. It's not, but it should be. In this kit, it's definitely not the price tag that you're going to expect it to be. You've got all of that sterling silver design. You've got the detail into the owl face, and then obviously set with the owl eyes, the amber, and then further into its body, you've got that wonderful colour of green amber, and then finished off with the silver in the branch, and also the actual detail of the claws. So all of this gorgeous decorative form, absolutely magnificent. And if I just show you the size, just to give you perspective against the neckline, I think you'll get a sense of just how significant this is. It's one of our most significant, isn't it?
It is. And he's just got a lovely little pot belly. I love him.
He is gorgeous, isn't he?
Yeah.
He really is, especially with the colour of the amber.
Yeah.
Because we know what amber can be, whether it be the gorgeous golden tones, the lemon tones, or of course the cognac tones. But the green is what everybody's raving about, because I think it gives a little bit of something different to your design, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
You know, everybody
stunning.
else can get the Baltic colours of the cognacs, etc. But this is something a little bit unique, and so you've still got that kudos of amber, but with that little twist of individuality. So there's your twist of something special. Size-wise, impact-wise, we know that we're already doing very well on price tag if we're going to go as low as we are on that on its own. But then to add in 2 lots, that's 2 meters of sterling silver wire. You've got your 0.4mm gauge, and you've also got your 0.8mm gauge. So you've got 2 variant gauges, probably the 2 most sought after gauges, and we're putting them together for you to work. Normally 0.8 you'd think of as heading towards structural, 0.4 is much more of a weaving wire. So together that is a match made in heaven, really, isn't it? How about I gave you the 0.4, but I said to you the 0.8 was going to be for free. In terms of the pricing, what we're about to do, we're going to go so low on this deal that essentially I can work it out that that price of this is actually not part of the deal at all. Now somebody's just come in and bought 3 of this opportunity already. So that gives you some kind of gauge of how popular this kit is going to be. Your price tag for all sterling silver and feature charm is $29.95. We're going under £30. I mean, the charm alone.
Yep.
If you went somewhere else, anywhere else, and you saw this sitting in a shop window, boutique window, right, £30, you'd think there was a mistake.
Yeah.
Because the quality of the design, the beautiful size of the amber, the detail of the silverware, all of that doesn't obviously match to $29.95 in most other places. It does here, but actually on top of that we're saying, yeah, but you can have 2 lots of sterling silver wire as well. I mean, that's what I mean by absolutely pushing the boundaries. If you actually at $29.95, well, if you were looking at this at 20, that's what it would be on the web.
Yeah.
But then we're adding in the fact that you're getting a further metre just as an added bonus, and it's a metre of the 0.8.
I know.
Awesome, utterly awesome deal. If you would like to join us and you haven't already done so, well, it's as simple as picking up the phone. You could join us on the phone lines. It's a free phone number that you're dialing, or alternatively, you could join us on the web at JewelleryMaker.com. Do make sure you check out your baskets. I do have multi-purchasing going on. People were multi-purchasing before even the price came in, so that gives you some kind of sense of just how good a deal this is. And if you don't want to miss out, please be wise and don't miss out. This is quite a hoot of a price tag, and I pray that this is going to be yours. Bird of prey. Adam looks at me like, what are you doing? Pray. Why pray? Bird of prey. Bird of prey. Yeah, I'm not going to fluff that one. Fluffy bird. Yeah. That's enough of that now. Okay, it is $29.95. Now you've made one feature piece of jewellery because essentially you've got the liberty of having that centre design that gives you that opportunity, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it just, to me, this is just what it spoke out, just to again let it speak for itself.
Yeah,
so,
be simple, but actually be decorative in terms of the wire work. So what you're going to show is you're going to show us how to make that wire design.
I will show you something in a minute.
Oh, that was good. I do like that one. Thanks.
I'm here all week. No, I'm not.
Here all week, folks.
So what I have done, I have taken 2 pieces of the 0.8 of the sterling silver wire here.
Yes.
And I've literally just taken probably about 6 inches. If you want to go, I'll just move over here a little bit. If you want to go a little bit bigger, then you can do it. Just depends on how big you're going to make your leaf. And I'm just going to make like the centerpiece of our leaf here, and I'm using my favourite weave, as everybody knows, which is a 4-on-4. So to start off with, let's ignore that we've done that piece already. And we're going to go around 4 times on the top wire. So 1, 2, 3, and 4.
A little bit of tension.
Yeah, I usually put quite a bit of tension on here when I'm doing this weave, and we want our wire to be coming back to the back of the wire, and then we're just going to then capture the 2 wires together. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is just going to create our centre vein. So a couple of weeks ago I made a dream catcher, and I made some feathers, and this is how I made the central part of the feather as well. So it's a really good base for...
You've gone back to the top one again?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. So you don't drop down to the bottom one at any point?
No,
You're wrapping...
well, you can do. It depends on how decorative you want to make that weave. So you could do top, both together, bottom, both together.
That's what I thought you were going to do, but you haven't. You've just gone for top and then wrap, top and then wrap.
Yeah, so... and then bring that round to there. If I just flip that over, then we can... I'll show you what it would look like then if we went to the bottom of this side. So you can just move it, you know...
So can you just show us what it looks like as the top weave goes? We'll just show you that now.
So
okay, so that is top weave, wrap it together, top weave, wrap it together 4 times over.
Okay, so then we'll go to the bottom one now. So I'll just spread that apart there, and then we can show you the difference. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if I just push that down there, and then I'll do the double together. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now you would have...
Take a look at that.
So there you go. So you've got your bottom weave just there, and then you've got your top weave coming along up here. So then it would just kind of catch the light actually then, just a little bit like a checkerboard faceting side of thing.
Yeah.
So I'll just pop that to the back there. I'll just get rid of that piece there, and I'll just get rid of that piece there.
So how much of that weave do you do then?
It just depends on how big you want your leaf. So if you want quite a big leaf, then you could carry on going all the way up. But if you wanted a bigger leaf, then you would obviously cut a bit more of your wire, because you're going to need more of your wire to create the leaves or petals part of your leaf.
So sorry, forgive me, apologies that I'm obviously, I've not caught something there here. But, if I've got this length, you've done 6 inches, you say, it's roughly 6 inches, but you've just done maybe an inch and a bit. Is that all you're going to do?
Yes.
If it's a 6-inch piece, I only do an inch of the white weave.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't need to continue into right. Okay.
No, that's fine.
And you've just snipped it off, and you don't need to close it off or anything.
No. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come round with our wire, and because we've got the sterling silver wire, it's really nice and malleable. So I'm literally just going to bring this in as though you were making a heart kind of shape.
Robin style.
That style.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to come in with my chain nose pliers and bring that back up. So now we've got ourselves a little bit of a leaf-ish design, but it's quite round. So then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop in to the top here, and then we're going to bring that round, and then that just adds in a nice little decorative feature. So then you can turn that from just like the top of a heart to literally the shape of a leaf. So it depends on what type of leaf you want to be doing, and we'll do that again just on one more side, just to here. Bring that in, and as I'm bringing it in, I'm actually just kind of bringing it past where we need to be, just so then we've got a little bit more strength in our piece just there. So I'll just bring that back up, and then bring that round to there, and then again we'll come in onto the side, and then create another little tweak on that side there. So we've now got ourselves a nice little organic looking leaf, and then I'm just going to bring the rest of that wire around the bottom there, just for the time being, and then you do exactly the same onto the other side. So we could probably make this one just that little bit bigger, so come back round.
Well, this is all freeform.
Yeah. Because
if you can't do freeform like me, right, because I can watch this until the cows come home, and I'll never be able to replicate it because I don't have that natural ability. I just don't have that freedom to see the artistic flow of what I just can't do it. If I couldn't just go freeform as you are, I mean, if I had a pattern, could I work it? Would that work?
Absolutely. I mean, if you go onto any search engine and write in whatever kind of design you want to do and put outline, it comes up, and there's some royalty-free ones that you can use.
Okay.
So you could then print those off and actually just literally sit and use that as your template at the end of the day. So
okay.
yes, you can do that if you'd like to do that. Yeah.
It's just because I know that you've got a natural creative tendency.
Yes.
That's very obvious. But for somebody like myself who doesn't have that inherent, I love making jewellery, but I don't have the natural creative vibe. I do need something that kind of, you know, that I can just follow. I do just need it.
So I'll just come back round there and I'll just...
Because mine would just look like splodges. Like watching you there, and I was thinking if I tried to translate that into the jewellery that I would be making, it would just look like a splodge, you know, whereas this has definitely got that leaf-like pattern in.
So now I'm just going to take my round nose pliers,
Yeah.
and I'm going to create just a little bit of a swirl on one side, just a bit like the vines that you can get, and then we'll do the same on this side here. Obviously I've had a bit more to play with on the original piece, but then you can just pop that on there, and that just tidies all of those little bits away. And then if you wanted to, you could then carry on with your weave down to the bottom, just to here, if you really wanted to, just to create the stem of the leaf.
Yes.
So what I'm going to do next is, let's say we've woven all the way down to there, we'll bend this piece out of the way, and then I'm going to do a wrapped loop. So pop my round nose pliers in, and I've just literally bent the wire so it's facing out backwards. Then I'm going to rotate my wrist so now my pliers are facing vertically. Bring that round, just bring that out of the way here. Bring that round to there. And then I want to keep that wire just to do something a little bit more decorative. And this is our connector that we're going to pop onto our made chain. So I'm just going to pop that around a couple of times, like so. And just give that a little snip off there. And then, because we've woven these bits together, imagine, we're going to create that little bit of a vine and just bring that back up to here, like so. And then I'm going to come in with my round nose pliers, and this time I'm just going to do my spiral quite open, and we'll just bring that down to there, like so. So we've got ourselves a little bit of a longer vine just there, and if you want to, you can just bring that back into this and it's not going to scratch anybody. So we've now got, I mean obviously you'll have a lot longer to work on your leaf, but we've got our leaf just coming together around there, and obviously the other one's just that little bit bigger. So then we've got ourselves our little stylised leaf just there. So then what we're going to do is, with the rest of our wire, I've created a little bit of a chain. So the way I've done that is I've used again my bell making pliers, but as I said earlier on, if you've got the round nose pliers, just pop yourself a little mark with a marker pen, so then you're getting a consistent, if that's the way you want it, a consistent size. Or you could do one at the top, one at the bottom, so you've got a bigger hole at the top and then a bigger one at the bottom, you know.
Okay, like the infinity design,
yes,
okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go with the smallest mandrel on my bell making pliers, and I'm going to get it flush up to my bell makers. Just bring that right round to create a loop, and then I'm going to get the smallest mandrel again, but put it on the opposite side. So we're creating, like you say, an infinity or a figure eight, if you like, link. Then I go in with my cutters, and I'm literally just butting up my cutters against this part of the wire, and then I'm just going to cut that inside there. So we've created ourselves our little link, and just give that a little flatten, pop that on, and then we're going to pop our chain on. So this is how I've made the chain.
How easy is it actually to do that? Honestly, I genuinely, now you've just shown me that, I need to know if I can actually do it. So hang on a minute, I do what? Right, talk me through it.
So if you pop that right.
Apologies, but this is the kind of thing that, I don't know about you, but I watch you do this and I go, that looks really easy. And then I go, get home and I go, can't remember, how do I do it? How do I get the figure of eight? Mine just looks like a splodge again. Right, so take me through it again.
If you get it right up to
flush,
and then because you want to use this mandrel, you're coming towards yourself.
Oh, am I coming this way?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that.
Bring that round, yep. Now take out the pliers.
Yeah.
There we go. So now what you want to do is you want to go back into this part here.
Here.
But have this on the other side.
There.
Flip them round.
There.
That's it.
Yeah.
And then you want to bring this piece of wire back round. No, hang on a second. It's a bit...
That way?
Yeah.
There.
There you go. And then bring it. That's it. And then
There.
take it out. And then if you could sort of just bring that back in a little bit. Bring this back down there. That's it.
Like that?
Yep.
There?
Yep. Take it off.
Oh, look. I think I might have done it. There? Where do I cut it that way?
It's, you want to go up.
Which way do you go flush?
Actually,
that way?
yeah, no, you were probably right. Yeah.
There?
There you go, and then give that a little
tweak. So I just close up the 8. Like that. Oh, well, there you go. For anybody who was wondering if it really is that easy.
There you go.
Right? I've just done it, and I haven't done it before, because it is one of those things, wire work does scare the life out of me, because I just never think that I'm capable of it. So, I would have to practice, because it's a little bit of a disjointed figure of it. But it's definitely a figure of 8, isn't it? You don't look at that and go that's a figure of 3 or a figure of 4. That's definitely a figure of 8, which means that is doable. So you created. How many of those do you do for? How many did you do?
I used up the rest of the wire, and then I actually finished it off with I added in a little bit of chain at the end.
Yeah.
So I probably did.
Well, you did quite a lot on the left-hand side, didn't you? So actually, if you added the gemstones and you wanted to make it into almost like a rosary link, you know, like some of the, say you had some of those, and you wanted to break it up, you could do figure of 8 rosary, and then leave this as the owl at the base, couldn't you?
Definitely.
Couldn't you? Excuse me, the hiccups. So you could really play with that, the figure of 8.
Yeah,
and that was the point 8.
That was the point 8, yeah. And because it's the sterling silver, it's really nice and malleable, so you can get yourself a really nice figure of 8 just there. If I give that one back to you there.
Yeah.
And so now what we're going to do with that figure of 8 weave, I'm going to pop yours in there.
No, don't. Let's not ruin it.
It's fine. It's absolutely fine. Right, so then I'm going to pop that on top of our owl.
Yeah.
Pop him in there, and then you would create your chain to come across up here.
Yeah.
And then we're going to pop this chain through here like so. And that's going to go through one of our leaves just there. So he's just sitting underneath the leaf.
Oh, he's just draped. I see. I didn't realise that you'd done that.
That then goes through, and then you can finish off with the rest. Or you could have that as your bracelet, and you could have him perhaps sitting that way. I did try and wire wrap him there, but there isn't actually any gaps underneath there because I wanted him to sit.
Yes, I wondered if he could perch
on the leaf there, but there could be perhaps maybe a way if you could maybe glue a little bit of sterling silver onto there, and then perhaps wire wrap him onto there, and then have your chain coming up from this way.
Yeah.
So then he would then be sat.
Yeah, he'd look really
like
cool.
that.
Yeah, gorgeous. Absolutely fabulous. If you fancy getting involved and you want to make this kit, or you fancy the gorgeous owl and the sterling silver wire, don't forget that price tag is exclusive to the kit. That is not in reference to, if you, for example, if you purchased this lot of wire and then this as a separate entity, you would be spending more than £29.95. I mean, absolutely guaranteed you'd be spending more than under £30. So if you want to get it, and this is a kit price tag, so it's an exclusive price tag for this kit, for this moment in time. So why our kits are so popular is because we do offer you these exclusive price points. Then now is the time to get hold of it at £29.95. You get 2 lots of wire. That's a metre of your 0.8, a metre of your 0.4, and you're also getting your owl charm with the feature of the amber pendant, charm, centerpiece, whatever you want to call it. It's not small, that's for sure. One of our most significant of our features, and all yours for just $29.95. Congratulations. That's lovely, that. And if you have put it in your basket, don't forget, yours for the taking. If you check out, you guarantee ownership. If you don't, then unfortunately it's not yours. Literally putting in your basket just says you like it, doesn't mean to say that you own it. So if you do want to get that combination, now's the time to do so. Yeah, be white. Oh, it doesn't matter. I was going to start coming up with other more puns, and I was just like, no, just don't even do that. Just don't. Just stop. And I like the fact that Adam just went, right then, coming your way next, we have got for you. See, I'd wear that as a necklace. Yeah. I mean, sometimes I see things like this, I go, right, just restrand, add a clasp, and my job is done. I mean, that just looks so pretty. I just want to show that on the neckline straight away, because I just think I could imagine seeing this on a nice summer's day, because it's a light gemstone. It sits so nicely on a summer's day, doesn't it? Because it's got that real easy wearability, and you've got that look, and that's it. Restrand, add a clasp, done. Lovely. That's it. And I hate to be as simple as that, because I know a lot of times, when you've got things that are half done for you, you kind of go, but this is JewelleryMaker, I want to be more creative, or I want to get it. Absolutely, but it's just the way that I would see this, and I just go, well, part of my job is already done, because it already looks as beautiful as it does like this. So, or perhaps you want to break this down, break it down and just use the lemons together in one design. Maybe you work with the cherries in another, take the cognac colours and do that, and make 3 pieces of jewellery, work with these additional sterling silver extenders. You work with those as a separate entity on their own. I mean, you might use those as tassels or something. It's up to you how you want to work with it. You've got plenty of options. I just like the way it looks just like that, though. £24.95 is the price you should be paying on this deal. Now, of course, these are exclusive end-of-line deals. These are last of stock offerings, and we're going straight down to £17.95. Rock bottom, right to the low price tag of £17.95. Hold the phone lines for me, and we will, of course, process your call as fast as we can. Pressing button 1 will get you through to our fantastic call centre. And you can join us at JewelleryMaker.com. As long as you check out your basket, you've got this in the bag. You've got it all going on. But if you don't check out, you could lose out. These are last of stock chances, and these prices are end-of-line pricing opportunities. Really are intending to sell out of everything that we're putting to air this evening. £17.95 is your price tag. Multiple buyers on this deal. I mean, multi-purchasing galore going on within the whole of today's and actually yesterday's showcases. We had a lot of people maxing out on buying multiples. I think amber is a gemstone that once you've worked with, you really do appreciate its workability, its styleability, its desirability as well. It's a gemstone that you can gift, a gemstone you can sell, a gemstone you can indulge yourself in wearing, and it really is a one for all and all for one gemstone. £17.95 is all you pay, and I mean, I have to say, stock wise, this is one of the larger of our quantities of our last of stock, but we don't have anywhere near the stock that perhaps you would like to have for such a prominent gemstone, and certainly such a significant end of stock price tag. Half the stock's allocated, a third of the stock went instantly before we even put the price in, let alone now to the point of where it's £17.95, last of stock offering on that deal. Straight to another significant deal. Now, quantity I had of the last deal, well, that actually looks almighty in comparison to the quantity I've got here. 4 of 4 left in stock. End of line deal, last chance to secure. 5mm is a really, really workable size, isn't it? 5mm is, for me, is a really nice, simple stacker bracelet length, gauge. If I show you that on the wrist, that works really nice. I mean, I can imagine this layering alongside maybe something a little bit bigger. Perhaps you would put alongside maybe the lemon, and you do it like that. But actually, I think the 5mm holds its own on its own, doesn't it? As well as then stacking alongside others. 5mm perfect size for workability of this gemstone, and all for just £24.95. It's yours for the taking. I like the fact that with amber, we don't mess around with faceting, we don't play with this gemstone too much in terms of its shape. I guess in some ways, because the gemstone offers so much anyway.
Yes.
Now, obviously, if everybody checks out right now, we will be over allocated. So if you don't want to miss out, you've got to check out. Check it out. For £24.95, you've got this 36cm strand of this stunning quality of your very own cognac 5mm rounds. Now then, well, you've got coming your way plenty more treats, including one very significant bow charm. In fact, do you know what? Okay, if we're going to do this, I think we do it as a star buy. If that's the price point you want to do. Yes? Okay, can we make that happen? Can we have a bit of an impromptu star buy? Can we? Go on, Kerry, you can do it. Right, this is it. This is impromptu. If we're about to do what Bex has just said on this price tag, let's bring it in. It's a star buy. Look at this. A perfect bow form of a drop charm. Absolutely stunning design, and almost I can see this as a gift for somebody because it's got the bow.
Yes.
I feel like, you know, this would be a lovely birthday present for somebody, just as that centre. It just is just a, you know, perhaps like that. Or perhaps a pendant.
Yeah.
It's going to look amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd have this with a pearl necklace and have that as the pendant. Yeah.
And actually it has got that vintage colouring again, hasn't it? With the silver detail. It has got that little edge to it where the pearls would look beautiful.
Yeah.
Pearls and amber, they just belong together, don't they? So this is your bow design that you have. You can see there you've got your bail at the top, and then you've got, now the thing is because of the size of this, again, it is all one for all and all for one. Charm, it's going to look lovely on the wrist, especially if you've got already a charm bracelet already built up and you just want to add maybe a gift charm, because as I say, because it's got the bow on top, it feels like you're giving a gift to somebody, if it's going to be a birthday treat or, you know, some kind of thank you treat or remembrance treat. All yours for the taking in that detail is the sterling silver bow and then that wonderful drop of amber. I wish I had more on this one, I really do, but this is rock bottom low, and I mean literally pulling in a star buy. I don't normally do that. I'm doing it for a purpose. I'm doing it with a reason. That's because this is a sellout deal based on not just how good it looks, but how amazing the price tag is.
Wow.
For all of that look. I mean, if you went into an antique store and you saw this charm, oh, this is sitting on a pearl necklace, you'd think that you would have to spend triple figures, wouldn't you?
Definitely.
That's the thing. If it was on a pearl necklace with that vintage appeal, you would go, oh, that's going to be a considered purchase. You could create your own vintage look. You could create your own historical legacy piece of jewellery, but not spending hundreds. I mean, you're spending £11.95 for what's going to be the main focal point. We could do strands of pearls for less than £10 if that's what you want. So you could be paying what, £22, add in your postage and packaging. You're talking about around about £25, £26 for what would be considered for most people a legacy piece of jewellery with a signature to the centre that really holds its own. This is a real treat. I wish I had more. I'm sorry that we're so restricted on some of these deals. I wish we had more, but once it's on, it's gone. £11.95 is all you pay, and now we're in single quantity figures. Of course, you can multi-purchase on this deal if you see it and you like the idea of getting the suite of jewellery. We're not going to stop you. You know, you've got the chance to do what you want with your jewellery designs. As long as you've got, you know, the opportunity to multi-purchase, then we'll give you the chance to get hold of it, and we're doing that right now for £11.95. Star buy deal, a true treat and a half. And what's lovely about this is that there really is that I hate to use the word, but workable factor on it. You know, the design is not just going to yield to one look of some of the pieces that we've done so far. You've kind of instantly gone, that's a pendant.
Yes.
Instantly you've gone, that's a charm. But actually this has got a charm, it's got a pendant, it's got a pair of earrings to it, it's got a little bit more than just one option, hasn't it?
Yes, definitely. And I know we haven't had Christmas yet, but this would be a great present for Easter. Because to me, I'm thinking of Fabergé eggs and things. That's what I see when I see this.
Well, actually, when I first picked it up, I instantly thought this is a great Christmas gift.
Yeah.
That was a really, and I mean, obviously we've got Christmas in July taking place next week, so that would be appropriate if we were talking Christmas then.
Yeah.
It feels a little bit premature to do it this evening, but that's all right. We don't mind mentioning Christmas if you like the idea of giving the gift to somebody special. $11.95 is all you pay. It's your very own Baltic Cognac Amber bead drop pendant with your sterling silver detail of the bow and all yours. That will be a sellout deal. If everybody checks out, we've sold out. Right, let's put that back there and let's go to another treat. Now I'm going to try and fit in as many offers as I can in the next 20 minutes or so. It's going to be literally on, gone, last of stock, buy it. Got to go for it, and it is yours for the taking.
Oh, stunning.
That's a nice, it's almost like a pea pod, isn't it?
Yeah.
Loving that design. And again, you know, that's the nice bit. Oh, don't. Oh, my goodness me. So in my ear, Bex just says, shall we just do the best price of the night? So far this evening, we have seen so many...
Wow.
No. I mean, we've seen so many sellout deals. We don't need to go any lower. $4.95 for genuine amber. Don't forget, we're not interested in, you know, giving you the pretendy stuff that you can get elsewhere for this price tag. Pretendy stuff for $4.95. It's $4.95 for the real deal. If you want a certificate of authenticity, no bother, add it to your order for 25p. But all I do know is my life. On, gone. That's how it is. And let's go straight on. Oh, you want me to do this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been waiting to do this. I think this is absolutely gorgeous. I think this is absolutely stunning. And I think actually, in reality, whether you're going to go back to the idea of gifting or whether you're going to just treat yourself to something special, this can be the something special, can't it? Heart-shaped cabochon of the, and if I just show you this, it is a full, I would say, 3D design. That is appropriate to call it a 3D cabochon on the graphics. Often I go 3D. Well, surely all these are no. Actually, this is 100% 3D. It's got that, and in some ways, it feels like you have to design it to max out on that bulbous 3D form. You know, I think sometimes it's flat, sometimes it's smooth, sometimes it's rounded, but cabochons come in different shapes and sizes, but this is a full 3D cabochon.
It certainly is.
I love it. It's a big one as well. It's not like it's small. It's 31 by 24. I always think if I show you on my neckline, you get a better perspective on size on these pieces. I always think that just gives you some kind of reference of size when you see it on the neckline and what kind of impact it's going to have for your design. Right. Should be $57.95. Should be. I think that might be the biggest saving of the evening. I think we might be doing the biggest saving of the evening. Wow, plummeting, literally diving onto that price tag of $42.95. Yep, it is biggest saving of the night on our last of stock. This is an end of line showcase for your amber weekend. This is essentially that we acknowledge the fact that when we picked up the baton at 6 p.m. that you'd already had 24 hours of live amber exclusive deals. So we knew that the last 4 hours needed to be something different, something unique.
Yeah.
Well, that's exactly what we've done. The last 4 hours, now the last 20 minutes, are dedicated to end-of-line opportunities. Last of stock. The last time you're going to see this deal, which is why you're going to get last of stock pricing. $42.95 is all you pay. Your very own 3D cabochon. An amazing... durable. That's the nice thing about amber, isn't it? I mean, it's very durable. I mean, it's got that real, like, droppability. Thanks. See? Dropped and still looking fine. It's fine. It's fine. All's good. Straight on. Oh, this is cool. Oh, it's a little pen. Oh, I like
lovely.
this. You know, this would have been this would have been perfect. Oh, I hate it when I do that. For end of
Teachers,
term.
yeah, for the teachers.
That would have been perfect, wouldn't it? Oh, I'm a bit cross about that because that would have been a lovely gift.
Oh, that's stunning.
I love it. Oh, I love this. You've got here your cognac pen charm. You've got there your lobster clasp, you can see it there, lobster clasp. So you've got that detach and add design. What price tag? Should be what? Well, apparently you can have a look and you might find this elsewhere at a much more considered purchase. What do you mean like for like pricing? Right, Beck says that she's looking at exactly the same charm elsewhere for £17.24. So what price are we doing then? Oh, that's naughty. Oh, that's naughty. Oh, naughty but nice. Naughty but nice. We like that. Okay. Wow. Okay. That's brilliant. I so wish I knew about these before the term broke up, because that would have been a lovely gift. And actually, perhaps it's going to be maybe somebody graduating, perhaps somebody starting a new job, perhaps somebody is about to write their own book, or you know, like kind of maybe it's you, and this is just about your journey. Maybe you've just you're starting a new academic challenge, or perhaps you're starting something in life where you just think that the pen is representative of what you're about to do. I mean, that's amazing for £7.95, isn't it?
Fantastic.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that. Absolutely gorgeous, and it's yours for the taking. Free phone number is what you're dialing to get through to us. You can join us on the web at JewelleryMaker.com to guarantee that this is your treat, your chance to be able to really make something special. Personalise a charm bracelet, personalise the neckline, or even if it's just adding a little bit of fun and funk to a pair of earrings, or something like that. Love it, love it. I mean, we've done some great deals today where we've said all you need to do is just add something. Say something like that, this gorgeous connector, and we would just say, oh, you just need to add one thing, don't you? And it could be just that, just the little fun of that. That would be great. You've got so much potential here. I can't believe that you're saying that you can search for this type of look. What did you type in? What was the search engine type? Amber pen charm. And the top result that has come up on a very well-known selling site is £17 plus. And it's exactly the same size and everything. She says, you're pretty sure of that? Do your own research. We're just looking at online. You can do your own research and see what comes up. And of course, you've got a 30-day money-back period to do that research. So it's not like we're suddenly making you do the research in this moment. But actually, what you've got, the great news is that 30 days to go and find out if it's a great price. And if it's not, you just send it back and your money goes back into your account. So you've got freedom and time to make that guaranteed purchase that it's right for you. £7.95, great gift, really great gift in my mind. A treat for yourself or a treat for somebody else. I like that. Wish I'd have known about that. Bit cross that I didn't know that I hadn't looked. Didn't even think.
No.
And you kind of go, right, where should we go next? Let's go here next. Oh. Now I know what you did with a similar piece earlier on. Right. If we're going to do these kind of deals from the next, right, you're going to have to get a real wriggle on these deals. If you see it and you like it, I genuinely say you have to be very quick to confirm on these offers. These are last of stock. Everything that we've done the last 4 hours has been last of stock, end of line, final opportunities, and every one of the prices has been in reference to that. Every one of them, we've gone as low as we can go, and we've given you everything we've got. Make the most of this deal. That's all I'm going to say. Just make the most of this opportunity. Straight down on the price tag. We're going to try and fit in as many last of stock deals as we possibly can. We're not happy at £9.95, but the computer holds us at £9.95. But we're going to drop it lower because this is end of line, last of stock pricing. £6.95. £6.95. Told you, it's always worth tuning in as much as you can with us. So you never know what's going to happen next. At every moment, we try to push the boundaries and give you those extra special opportunities. Make the most of these multi-purchasing opportunities as well by not just buying one. Great price tag at £6.95, but what about getting 2 for a pair of earrings, 3 for a matching set for a pendant, 4 for a feature bracelet? You know, you can do that at these prices. Sometimes, you know, if you're buying amber, it's considered purchase gemstone. But when you've got the chance to be able to get something like this at £6.95, you can multi-purchase. You don't have to be restricted by buying 1s or 2s. And that's why you've got to make the most of these offers. And it is just while stocks last. It is literally buy it while we've got it pricing. £6.95 is all you pay. Huge congratulations on that epic look. An amazing treat that we have for you here, and yours for the taking. £6.95, congratulations if you've got that one. Straight on, we're gonna get straight on.
Oh, yeah. That is lovely.
Isn't it? Oh. See, that for me, if I was going to buy one piece to do it, just one, I reckon that's it.
Yeah.
Slider bracelet, connector.
Yeah.
Keep it simple. Keep it classic.
Yeah.
Make it tight, because I would like to have this as almost a tight bracelet, so I had the arc against the wrist. Bang. Done. Job. Happy. Wow. Love that. Love it, because you've got also all the different elements of colour, you've got all the different variety in one. So if you wanted to get, you know, if you're a collector and you just want one item of each gemstone in your collection, this gives you all of the colours of that one item of amber. Cherry, cognac, lemon, all beautifully set together in this bar of sterling silver, stamped with the seal of approval as well. All for one price tag. Really love this.
Beautiful.
If I was at home right now, minimum I'd buy is one, minimum. And I do literally mean I'd be holding back on myself if I only bought one. £14.95 is all you pay. And of course, I've just got one image in my mind, and it's that bracelet. That's all I can, sometimes that's what happens with something like this, isn't it? You see something and go, right, that's it. But actually, you might be looking and going, no, Vix, this is a different look altogether. What do you see? Do you see something different?
I would probably actually wear these, even though it's got that slight curve to it. I'd probably get 2 and wear them as earrings. Yeah.
And actually, they'd look really well like that, wouldn't they? Especially if you got something as a single drop, you know, something simple to drop down. I mean, you might even go for the little present. You know, I'm sorry if I'm all fingers and toes on this one, but I'm just wanted to show you. I mean, you could, if you wanted to, just add a little drop like that. I mean, that would look really rather nice, wouldn't it? And the thing is that normally with other gemstones, you go, oh, that would be too heavy. But with amber, it's just not. Amber's got such a lightness to it that it isn't heavy, and it means that it is stackable, layerable, you know, and multi-purchasable. £14.95. I've got last 2 available, and it is literally 2 of 2 that we've got left in stock. So if you do want that £14.95, it's buy it while we've got it pricing on that deal. Next up, we have got for you. Okay. We've talked about a couple of times about the pricing of charms, and we've certainly talked about this style of charm and how significantly popular they are. I think in particular with this style of charm, there you've got the inner silver setting. I mean, you're instantly looking at one of the big designers of the charm industry, always setting their well, it's not even gemstones. I was going to say gemstones. Often it's plastic. Sometimes it's, you know, a coloured crystal of some description. But either way, they always have the inner setting of silver because that adds the illusion of luxury.
Yeah.
That instantly, it's not a, you know, I'm not going to suggest it's a huge amount of silver, but it's enough silver to add luxury to that charm, and that therefore makes it a significant addition to a charm collector. Well, this is even more significant because it's genuine amber. It's a full luxury amber feature. I think it's green. I know it says multicolour, but I see this as a green charm, but it does have a little bit of the colouring of the cognac tones as well. And this is a big charm with a big opportunity. Really. Bex is doing a bit of price research now. She says amber charms you can spend £50 plus. But do you have the proof that it's real? That's the question as well. Is, you know, with us, you want a certificate of authenticity, no problem, 25p, guaranteeing. Certificate of authenticity to prove what you're in ownership of. And of course, because we're sourcing from this extraordinarily impressive location in Gdansk, we really are giving you that level of quality that is pretty much unsurpassable from any other location in the world for this gemstone. It really is a treat and a half that we give you the freedom to guarantee ownership of genuine amber from a very, very prestigious location and then deliver it for $14.95 when other places probably potentially can't give you the proof of location, certainly can't give you the guarantee that it's genuine amber, and then still charge you in excess of what, £40-50 as Bex is saying. Now obviously again, this is not based on like-for-like comparison, because I can't give you a like-for-like comparison because many of the website purchasing don't give you specific information. They don't give you specific size, or they don't give you the specifics of what grade the gemstone is. They don't give you a level of quality. So if you can't do a like-for-like, that's very difficult to price compare. I always think that that's very hard on gemstones, but actually in reality it's probably worth just seeing what we can do and maybe using us as a really good comparison of quality for price.
Yeah.
And this is high quality for a low price tag. $14.95 is all you pay. Absolutely gorgeous quality, especially when you've then got the silver in it as well. Sterling silver, of course, not silver plated, sterling silver that we have for you. Now then, where did that come from? That was there. And let's go back to, where should we go next? Well, now the last design like this sold out. This is the ruban heart that we were talking about, or if I go with my French, ruban. Your ruban heart of a silver work with then that beautiful. This is probably actually a really nice complement to the last heart charm that we had. So if you did get it, because it was a little bit smaller, wasn't it? So you could almost two hearts together on a neckline piece. Maybe it's going to be representative of, you know, two people, or perhaps it's going to be mother and daughter, or perhaps it's going to be, you know, best friends, or, you know, partners, and the two hearts sit together. Or maybe this is just one heart that you give as a gift and say, you know, a representative of love, and you give this as a gift. Why not? You do that for $8.95, can't you? You really can do that for $8.95. A gorgeous treat that you have. I like the way that the ribbon of silver comes wrapping over the top of the amber itself. Can you see how it's got that lovely open flow about it? And that just gives texture, it gives dynamic, it gives an interest to the design of your jewellery, doesn't it? $8.95 is all you pay. It will be a sellout because we've got last of stock 8 only. We had 8, should I say. Size-wise, it's 18 by 16, so it's a really good size for all variant positions, whether you're going to go neckline, earring, whether you're even going to take this as a feature charm. It would still work very nicely. Again, this is a very versatile gemstone, and these sizes really are going to give you freedom and liberty. 2 left. That's all I've got at $8.95, and that will sell out with the quantity I've got in the, what's the word, on the web. Couldn't think of the word there. Straight to. Ooh, that's a nice one. That's a very nice one. See, I can instantly, again, isn't it funny how sometimes you see something, you go, yep, I know what I'm going to do. What are you going to do? Are you going to go wrist wear? Nice, strong look. Is it going to be a bracelet? Oh, that's it. Kerry's just gone Vicks. I'm going straight for a bracelet here. But if I did this, oh, was it Bex who said that? Oh, sorry, you two sound so similar. What about this? hoop earrings.
Yeah.
So I'd go with a pair of hoop earrings, and then I'd drop that down as a really nice, quite dramatic pair of earrings.
Yes.
Evening out earrings, probably for me. But I could just see those, just because I like the movement, and especially because of the grade of the gemstone. I always like with this gemstone to get as much light through the back half of the stone, so that you get that luminosity of the golden rays coming through. Again, quantity is restricted and the pricing is low. We've got 10 in stock, had 10 in stock now, I've got to say, for £12.95. And of course, you know, take that look, make it into a bracelet, nice sterling silver bracelet, right? And then go to your local department shop, go to the concessions and see what something like this would cost you. It's not going to be £12.95, that's for sure. Even if you're adding an additional silver charm bracelet, you wouldn't be paying anything shy of £20 for something of this significance. So it really is, treat yourself to this quality of luxury, but make sure that you then do a little bit of research just to make yourself feel even better at this deal. 12 now, shall we fit one more deal in? Come on, let's fit one more deal. Let's one more treat. Let's go one more treat. Let's make it a big one. Let's make it a big treat. Final chance, last of stock offerings that we've got. I mean, we've ploughed through so many deals within this evening's show. We've tried to fit in as many as we possibly can. And with the last couple of minutes of the show, I want to fit in one more treat. Look at the size of this piece. Do you know that this has never been seen before, anything other than literally as a one-off deal? So this is the final chance, and it's the only chance that you're going to see it as an independent piece. 26 by 22 mil. Size of this piece for the price that we're about to do is, no questions, a one-off chance, because that is the price you should be paying. Oh no, £28.95 is the price you should be paying. How do you fancy we take you under 20? Under 20 and then some. £16.95. That's a big saving again.
Is,
no messing around on these deals. Last chance on our live show to give you the end of line opportunities for our Amber weekend. £16.95 is all you pay. That is going to be another sellout opportunity. While we sell out of this one, I've got to say a big thank you to our lovely Katie for your inspiration, for your time and your loveliness. Just loveliness. It has been a lovely evening, hasn't it? We've got plenty more to look forward to. Don't forget, we're going into Christmas in July this next week. Plus, of course, big launch happening tomorrow. We've got Mark Smith joining. I think it's Mark and Carol joining you tomorrow, launching some brand new treats. You were talking about them. Really excited about it, aren't you?
Beads. Yeah, I can't wait for these. Yeah.
I've never seen them before, so it'll be really nice to watch the show and find out a little bit more about what they do. And there is also a DVD launch that Mark's created, so you've not just got the product, but you've also got what to do with it as well, and that's all in one day. So of course, it's again, add it to your order, as this is today. Add it to your order. Live show is about to close, but you've still got plenty of chance to keep on adding to your order through till midnight if you've already ordered from us today. But tomorrow from 8 o'clock, Mark and Carol will join you and introduce you to some brand new treats. Thanks so much for your company. It's nice to always have your company here, and we've got plenty more to look forward to, so keep watching. But thank you to you. Thank you to the team, and I'll see you soon. And this gives you all the information that you will need to know, from the item code to the product description with all of the key information. Then the price comes on, and whether you join at the beginning or at the end of the offer, everyone pays the final on-screen price. So, when you see an item that you would like to buy, simply pick up the phone and dial our free phone number, and you'll get through to our UK-based call centre. Alternatively, you can join us at www.JewelleryMaker.com and start your jewellery making journey today. JewelleryMaker, the one-stop shop for all your jewellery making needs.